45. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody's Saturday morning so far? If you're out scrolling by and want to stop in for some motorcycle chat, we're live beside the 45. Come on in and say good morning. Drop us a comment. Let's have some motorcycle conversation. Well, here we can have some, with this one here, this is some 1943 flathead, old motorcycle conversation. Sit around and have some morning coffee time. 45 motorcycles conversation. Six over stock Springer front end. Such an awesome, cool little motorcycle. Good morning. We're up for some live beside the 45 this morning. If you're up and about and having your morning coffee scroll, stop in and say good morning. Drop us a comment where you're from and what motorcycle you ride. This one's one of mine. My 1943 45-inch flathead. I And do you have a set of ape hangers on yours? What do your ape hangers look like on your motorcycle? Awesome, cool, fun stuff. Yeah, if you're hanging around this morning, come and join in for some morning motorcycle chit chat with your morning coffee. Drop us a comment where you're from and what kind of motorcycle do you ride? This is one of mine. Pretty awesome, cool little 1943 45-inch flathead. I love it. Foot clutch on it. If you're not familiar with, that's a heel toe rocker style foot clutch. And the hand shift, hand tank shift. Yeah, pretty fun, cool little motorcycle. I love it. You're dropping in this morning to the live. We're having some Saturday morning live beside the 45. Drop us a comment where you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. We're just we're out in the garage this morning having our morning coffee and thought I'd check and see who else is awake for some motorcycle chat. And your morning coffee. Yeah. Welcome into the live and yeah, drop us a comment where you're from. Oh, here we got one coffee scroller awake. Good morning, Storm VRG 71. Good morning, my friend. Where are you from? And who else we got? Mike. Hang on, I gotta turn for whatever reason the background works better when I got the camera turned facing the bike. Greetings. Well, thank you kindly, my friend. Welcome into some Saturday morning live by the 45. Oh, hey. Two for Good morning, my friend. How are you doing this morning? Uh, Storm, I'm from Canada. Cool. What part of Canada are you from? Our friend 24, he's from Canada too. Storm, I'm a streamer. Well, that's awesome. Are you a motorcycle man too? I, uh, I'm just kind of new at doing these streamers and this live streaming stuff. So, yeah, we're just doing some Saturday morning live stream beside the 45 just for some motorcycle conversation and sharing the love and passion. Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, the great. Hello from Puerto Rico. Good morning, my friend. Welcome into some Saturday morning live for out beside the 45 just for some motorcycle conversation. Oh, here's my friend. Rev it up. Good morning, Patrick. We're out for some Saturday morning scrolling coffee scrolling. How you doing today, Patrick? Are you going to make some motorcycle miles? For me too. Uh, oh, I can't keep up to who's Montana. Bike looks awesome. Thank you kindly, my friend. She's uh she's a 1943 45-inch flathead that I found and built her from a basket case of parts. It was bare frame. I'm not sure if are you familiar with the old WLA 45-inch flathead? So yeah, it's an original old flathead engine. 1943. Mine's a WLC. So it was made for the WLA. They're made for the American military, and then they made the same bike for the Canadian military and serial numbered them a WLC. And I'm not sure if you've scrolled through my channel or not and seen my wild man handlebars. They're standing straight up in the air. I got three of my old bikes with my handlebars are standing straight up. How about yourself? Do you ride too? Um, Bike is awesome. I stream Gorilla Tag. Okay. Not sure what Gorilla Tag means, but a bro game. Oh, okay. Sounds good. I'm not really much of a social media guy, let alone any of that online game stuff. I don't know. I don't do any of that stuff. If you've been on my channel, I've I was never a social media guy before I started this YouTube. So if anybody on here looks at my channel and thinks my videos are are a mess, well, yeah, you're right, because I loaded them before I knew what you before I knew what YouTube was all about. I didn't know the difference between a short and a long. Patrick, getting my coffee, my cold bottle of water, and a glass of grape juice with ice every morning for breakfast. Right on. Are you going for a motorcycle ride today, Patrick? I hope so. Wonderboy 99, good morning. Welcome in for some Saturday morning coffee. Out live beside the 45. If you're familiar with, or if you're a motorcycle man, this is a 1943 flathead. Pretty awesome, fun, cool little motorcycle to ride. Where are you from? Wonder Boy, where are you from and what kind of motorcycle do you ride? The coffee black, just like, oh, hang on here. Losing track of messages here, folks. Um, I'm doing fine. Hopefully, you're doing the same. I'm doing fine, but other than this nasty shoulder injury that I'm dealing with, uh, Joe Carlo, hello, man. Pleased to see you again from Italy. There's my friend again from Italy. Good morning, my friend. It's uh it's 5:04. I know you were in, must be evening in Italy now. Beautiful country of Italy. We're out in the garage this morning for some morning coffee live beside the 45. So you're more than welcome anytime to drop in and share your motorcycle passion with the rest of us. Um, that must be beautiful country to ride because you're right along the south side of the Alps there, right? I love it, my friend. What make a motorcycle, or do you ride a motorcycle? What kind of motorcycle do you ride? Yeah, drop it in the comments so we can share with our global friends. I got to take my dad, who's 93, at the old folks' home. 8 pack of root beer today between 10 and noon. Well, say hello to your pops there too. 93 years old and doing good. That's awesome to hear, Patrick. Riding your motorcycle, I hope. Beautiful weather. Coming springtime, motorcycle time, right? That's how I ended up back in Pennsylvania. He told me to come back and live in his house. So I said, why not? It's empty now. Well, there you go. Congratulations for moving back and get some visit time in with your pops. Did you happen to catch that YouTube video on the 45, the World War II one? No, I didn't. Is there a there's a video on here about it? About it? No, I haven't seen it, Patrick. Uh, Batty, Bashi. If I mess your name up, I'm sorry, my friend. Uh, Drop a comment in here and tell us where you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. Batty Coo, Bat Shy, Kure. Good morning, my friend. Sorry about I if I mess up your YouTube handle name here. The writing on my phone is so darn small in the comment section. I don't know how to make it bigger. Yeah, drop a comment. Welcome into some Saturday morning live beside the 45. Some Saturday morning coffee conversation of motorcycle people. No, I don't think I'm going for a ride today, Patrick. Okay. Well, there's always tomorrow, but you never know. Kind of is at least expect it. A Yamaha primarily. Bat shy. Riding a Yamaha primary. Cool. What, a cruiser bike, or are you on a Yamaha sport bike? If you're on a sport bike, man, hats off to you for the guys that ride them. They're amazing engineering and piece of motorcycle. The guys that ride them on MotoGP and Isle of Man, incredible motorcycle, and the skills and talent of the guys that ride them. I admire, I admire that. If that's the kind of motorcycle you're on, this is the kind I'm on. This is my 1943 45-inch Harley Davidson flathead, an old WLC military era bike. Oh yes, that's right. That no, I didn't. I haven't looked it up, Patrick. That the movie about the on YouTube, or the YouTube about the war bike. No, I haven't looked it up. But yes, I do have that snapshot. I'll have to take some time and look that up. T Max Enduro, well, 50cc class, 500cc class. That's awesome, my friend. Out do some bush trail riding, or backcountry in the mountains style of riding. And what what part of the country are you in? I love it. How YouTube, you can go on here and click a button, and 3 seconds later you're connected to people around the globe. Our friend in here this morning stopped by to say hi from uh, northern Italy. Amazing. He dropped in. Well, I was on last night, and he was up at 4:45 in the morning. Dropped in to say hi. I can't sleep, so he was on live stream with us out in the garage with our old 45. Awesome, fun stuff. I love the shared passion of motorcycle life, everybody. And I'm not sure if you've been on my channel scrolling through some of my videos of I love, well, all of my collections, all old Harley Davidson stuff, and they're fun. I on my channel, if you scroll through my vertical handlebars, this is on my 1943, but I got a 1953 panhead with straight up vertical handlebars too, and my 1982 shovelhead, straight up handlebars. If you're not familiar with rocker style foot clutch, three three speed transmission with the shifter gate on the tank. Yeah, awesome, fun, cool little motorcycle to ride. If you oh, good morning. If you just dropping into the live, drop us a comment where you're from, what kind of motorcycle you ride. Yeah, sorry about that, Patrick. I forgot about the the YouTube that you mentioned about the old bike. I end up talking nonstop too much, and I forget who. If somebody mentions in the comments, if I don't take a screenshot, then I just haven't got better to scrolling through the screenshots that I snapped. But Yeah, if you're new, just dropping into the live here this morning, welcome in. We're just out in the garage for some live beside the 45. That I don't know if you guys are familiar with the 45. The left-hand gas tank, it's 3.5 gallons, and then on the other side, that's the oil tank. So they're a relatively small gas capacity. So hanging out here on the back end, I got a remote mount auxiliary gas tank. Got it hanging off the back of the sissy bar here. A vertical mount tank. Yeah, it works pretty awesome. That's 3 gallons of gas, and then you know the hose comes off the bottom of it, get it plumbed in, and then the hose runs in along the frame. Got it strapped in along the frame, and then hose comes along here, and then it's got its own shut-off valve. Out of the shut-off valve goes up and tees in just below the petcock on the main tank. So yeah, when I'm on the road making some miles, I got some gas capacity. Got that's 3 gallons on the back end and 3.5 on the front. Good morning. I see a few more just entered into the live to welcome into some live by the 45 Saturday morning for some coffee motorcycle truck talk. If you just stopped in, drop us a comment where you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. Uh, Mad Max. Who are you that says a Mad Max comment? Thank you kindly. I get lots of Bora Furtak. Sorry if I mess your username up, but yes, absolutely. I get Mad Max comments quite often. Um, if you've been in my channel and seen my other motorcycles, I got 3 of them with straight up handlebars. Mad Max built from a basket case. Oh wow, cool. Welcome in for some well, it's 5:15 Saturday morning. We're out in the garage for some live by the 45 and welcome in from Slovenia. That's awesome, my friend. Awesome. It, what do you ride a motorcycle too? And if so, what kind of welcome welcome to Slovenia motorcycle morning coffee scroll. What kind of motorcycle do you ride? Or if you're familiar with there's a step back to what them handlebars look like. I uh, I got a vertical set of my 53 panhead as well. And I'm not sure if you're familiar with the old Harleys. This is a 1943 45-inch flathead. Yeah, it's a pretty cool little motor. And then it's got a 3-speed transmission, kickstart only. Yeah, awesome, fun little motorcycle to ride. I love it. I need to figure out how I can make my comments bigger on my screen, my friends. Do you guys know how to do that? Comments are so small, I have a hard time seeing them and reading them. Um, can't see your username. J Plaid J Pladwig. Good morning, my friend. Drop us a comment. Where are you from? Keeping faith, Jesus Christ. Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in, everybody. I love it. Drop us a comment of where you're from. I've never drove a motorcycle, but I've rode dirt bikes and mini bikes. I would like to get a motorcycle one day. Absolutely, my friend. I wish for you that you do get a motorcycle. Join in and share the passion and love of motorcycle riding and travel. Soren, Sorian Stellian. I think if I mess up your username, I'm sorry, my friends, but welcome into some Saturday morning live by the 45. What's good cruising speed on that? Uh, it'll do 55. It's it runs it it runs pretty happy 50, 55 mile an hour. Yeah, other than when you're going up the hills. When you're going up the hills, it's maybe 20, 25 mile an hour because the 45s, they've different places I've Googled says they're some places I've read they're 18 horsepower and other places they're 22 or 24 horsepower. So a 3-speed transmission. So they're not very fast or very much power, but it sure puts a smile on my face to ride them anyways. I love it. How about yourself? What do you ride? Uh, good morning from Iowa. J. J. Padwig. Good morning to the beautiful state of Iowa. I love it. Um, ride a 98 Electric Glide Classic. That's an awesome motorcycle. Still riding an Evo. Cool. Awesome running. Awesome running. Cool motorcycle too. Love your posts. Well, thank you kindly, my friend. They uh they are what they are. I'm not much of a filmmaker. I was never a social media guy so that's why any of my videos that are a mess, it's because they're filmed just like I'm holding the camera here right now. Old motorcycle puts a smile on my face, and I hope everybody has the same passion for them. Uh, good morning, Mason the Mason. Welcome in, my friend. Where is it? Out in doing some live beside the 45 out in the garage here this morning, having our morning coffee. So drop us a comment. I love it. I love it. People sharing their motorcycle passion and uh, yeah, Mason the Mason. Good morning, my friend. Drop a comment and where are you from? And what kind of motorcycle do you ride? Does anybody know on here how to oh, not that. Oh dear. I don't know what I'm doing with this live stream. So I'm just trying to scroll through. Does anybody know on here how do I make the comments? Can I expand them bigger onto my on my screen? I don't know how to do it. But anyways, whatever. Yeah, if you're on my channel and my my videos look like a mess, it's because I didn't know what I was doing when I started my social media or started my YouTube channel. So all my videos are loaded what they are. Raw me and my motorcycle, and I love it. I love it, old motorcycles and traveling across country with them, and everybody that shares the same passion for them, their motorcycle. And to me, it doesn't matter what kind of motorcycle. It's about the two wheels and freedom in the wind, right? That's my opinion of them, anyways. So I've spent many years of road trips and traveling across the traveling corner to corner in our continent. I've got an old softail at home that I've ridden from Alaska to Newfoundland to San Diego to Key West, so I've got quite a few miles on it. Where's drop a comment in here? Where's your favorite road? Where you live or across the country? I love it. I love sharing road experience. Boston Bill, good morning, my friend. Stopped in. We're we're out having some morning coffee live beside the 45 again. Welcome back, my friend. Uh, I'm going in the wind soon. 80 degrees here today. Put some miles on for me today, Boston Bill. As you know, the challenges with this I'm going through. I'm doing coffee too. Absolutely. Right on. Thanks, Boston Bill. It's always great to see you drop in and say hi and have a morning coffee or evening coffee, whatever time it is that we're doing this. And yeah, so my friend Boston Bill here, he knows all about it. And if you're new in here or new to my channel, on my first to start with, I see if there's some uh more folks just dropped in this morning for the morning live. We're uh we're live in the grass. Here. Oh, maybe I fat fingered. There, is that better? Sorry about that. Oh my gosh. I must have fat fingered the little mic button on here. Can you hear me now? Sorry about that, my friends. Um, yeah, back to Boston Bill. He knows about my shoulder. I, so if you're new on here, new to my channel, uh, I haven't been riding. I was rear-ended in New Mexico on the highway by a pickup doing 80 mile an hour, and I dislocated my shoulder. And so I'm next month, June, I'm booked in for surgery. I got this big muscle here that goes out and ties into your arm. I got it all tore off the bone, and so yeah, I'm booked in for surgery coming up here in June. Go and get that sewed back together. Uh, Boston Bill, this man inspired me. Well, thank you kindly, Boston Bill. It's my motorcycle passion and love to ride. Uh, I can hear you now. Okay. Sorry about that, my friend. I'm not sure which part of that I was reading back to your, replying back to your comment on Moab. Yes. Amazing, beautiful countryside that, southwestern Colorado, southern, all of Colorado, all of North America. I love it. There isn't a, in the hundreds of thousands of miles of motorcycling that I've traveled corner to corner in North America, there isn't a road that I won't ride down again. So, uh, South Osmodo, good day, my Canadian friend. Hope you are well. Thank you kindly, my friend. We're just up for some Saturday morning live by the 45, having our morning coffee here, and it's 5:30 Arizona, 5:30 a.m. Arizona time. Um, Anybody new that's in here, South Osmodo, he's our friend from the south coast of Australia. He drops in quite regularly to say hi. He's a motorcycle man from um, South Australia. I can't. I forget the name of the town. I spent too much time talking. Um, uh, hey, actually, it was. I was just thinking yesterday, last evening, I should get myself a big wall map and hang up behind me here. And when you guys come in, I'll, we'll stand up and turn around to the map, and we'll stick a pin in your hometown. I thought that, just thinking last night, geez, that would be a fun thing to do. Of Gives me something to keep me occupied and involved with all of you motorcycle people from around the globe. I love it. YouTube. Click a button, and 3 seconds later, you can connect with people from every country in the world. It's absolutely amazing, and especially from people from all over the globe stop in for some live beside the 45 moments. I absolutely love it, my friends. If you're just new into the live here, welcome in. This morning we're just out in the garage doing some live beside the 45. Um, Good day, my South Moto. I can't keep track of the time. How many you're completely on the other side of the world? So yeah, it's morning coffee here in Arizona. Um, Andrea, Andre Schemberger. If I mess your name up, I'm sorry, my friend. Hello, sir. Andreas. Good morning, my friend. Welcome into the live and my old motorcycle channel. It is a very long that I hear you. Thank you. I love what your makeup. Lost time before my friend. I lick you live. Time is short. Love you and live. Thank you kindly, my friend. Andres from Germany. Wow, wow. Good morning, my friend from Germany. It's awesome. Sorry if I mispronounce your name, my friend, but welcome in for some, well, it's Saturday morning. We're doing a Saturday morning coffee scroll out beside the 45. And I love it. Welcome to my channel. South Oz Moto world map with pins stuck in. Awesome idea. When you do, my town is Clayton Bay, South Australia. Cool. That's awesome, my friend. Yeah, I was just thinking that last night. There's been, well, here we are this morning. I'm in Arizona, United States, and here you are, you're Clayton Bay, South Australia, and here's Andre in from Germany this morning. How awesome it is. Amazing that with the click of a button and in 3 seconds you're connected to people all over the world. Andre, engines sound great. Thank you kindly, my friend. An old school truck is. Uh, if you've been following along in my channel and watched my videos, because I'm all banged up and got dislocated shoulder, I'm booked in for surgery in June. Well, 3 weeks away. I'm booked in for surgery. I got the muscle all tore off the bone in my shoulder here. So yeah, my arm's not working. This big muscle in the front here where it all comes together and goes out into your shoulder from the getting hit by distracted driver, dislocating my shoulder, and unfortunately the all my efforts of twice a week doing physical therapy every Monday and Thursday, doing physical therapy for over a year and a half, all my efforts turned and went the wrong way, and instead of all of this healing, it completely tore the muscle off the bone doing physical therapy. So I guess we overdid it, and now I'm booked in for surgery. So if you're uh signs me, jeez, I have a hard time. The writing in the comments is so small, my friends. South Oz Moto spins me out that I can have a motorcycle conversation with like-minded soul on the other side of the world in one quick message. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it like I said, within a click of a button and in 3 seconds, here from Arizona to Australia to our friend in Germany who just joined in with us here this morning. I love it. Absolutely love it. And that's why I was thinking last night. Darn, I've had beings I'm just new started doing these lives because I want to keep myself in the motorcycle world, and being that I can't ride. Well, this way this way I can tell all you, because of this, when you're out riding your motorcycle, get yourself a picture and put in a few miles for old Cactus here, because I'm sitting here beside my motorcycle sulking because I can't ride. So I'm counting on you to make some miles and smiles, and it certainly puts some smiles on my face of being able to communicate with like-minded motorcycles motorcycle people from around the planet. It's just amazing. Andre's her friend from Germany. My dad, 90 in July. First ride for me, 70. Wow, that is really cool. Unforgettable, he said. Unforgettable time. Oh, yes, absolutely. And that's what motorcycles are to me. They give me happiness in my heart and soul and put a smile on my face every day. Just, um, uh, anybody in here, I'm not sure if you're new on here or you've been on my channel, but if um, if you haven't been on my channel, I've created playlists. I've created, I think I got six or seven different playlists that I've created, and I'm trying to. My YouTube channel is such a mess because I built my YouTube channel before I knew what YouTube was, and so my videos are all mixed up and messed up. I didn't know the difference between a short and a long, so that's why my channel looks like it does. And but anyways, I've started creating playlists as per motorcycle and going through and kind of organizing somewhat some road trip videos of the my 1943 flathead. This old motorcycle is that's the playlist that I've got organized the most so far, and I got six parts of my road trip from Saskatchewan, Canada to California. I got six videos posted in there. Sort of, it starts out. The first video is kind of slow because my old flathead, I didn't have it ready to go yet for a road trip. So the beginning of the first video is kind of slow because I go through and uh uh, I don't know, whatever it is, the first 4 or 6 minutes, I give an explanation of and show a bunch of video footage of how I built my adjustable sissy bar out of old farm machinery parts, and so yeah, it works awesome. It's So yeah, that first video is kind of slow, but whatever, it is what it is. And then once I packed up, I get the bike all done and ready to go and packed up. And next morning, oh my god, the wind is blowing and it's just about freezing temperature in June, no less. That so I well, and I live way out in the country, so I got lots of gravel road, and it had rained all night long. And so I I called one of my neighbors. I said, "What are you doing this morning?" "Oh, nothing. It's raining." I said, "Yeah, it's raining." I said, "I'm coming to get you, get you to take me out to the." So I loaded the old bike in my trailer, and I went and picked him up, and he hauled me out to the blacktop so I wouldn't wipe out of the in the mud. I've wiped out in the mud lots over the years on my way home, so it's a challenge. Anybody that rides a motorcycle knows what I'm talking about. That Yes, Andre, unforgettable time being in the wind on our motorcycle. Uh, South Osmoto. I did a quick half hour on the night on the Mighty Triumph for you. today, Cactus. That's awesome, my friend. I love it. What what model of Triumph you got? What year and model of Triumph you got? Is it one of the new models? I was just talking to a guy 3 days ago that he's got one of his, it's a sport bike style. Forget the name of it or the model of it, but it's a three-cylinder Triumph, and yeah, he's pretty happy. It's pretty cool looking. Well, every motorcycle's cool looking in my mind, so there's I love motorcycles, and that's why I'm that's why I started doing this. To I love the connection and the camaraderie of our motorcycle passion that we all share. It doesn't matter what kind of motorcycle or the style of riding you do. It's two wheels and freedom in the wind. That absolutely, I love that. Thank you kindly for um, posting or for putting in some miles for me. I love it. Um, I had seen you with snow, and yes, that you're talking about the video with my shovel head. It's a video posted on here. If anybody hasn't seen that, I got caught in a snowstorm way on my way home from Texas, October of 2023. Blew the engine, blew the engine of my shovel head in a snowstorm, and it was wet and cold. And, oh my God! Thank goodness it happened in a woodland area where I was able to gather up lots of dry wood to build a campfire to warm my fingers up, and the campfire served two extreme important purposes: kept me from freezing my fingers, and because it had got down to whatever -8 or -9 C, so she was pretty chilly, wind blowing, and so I fire to stay warm by, as well as a signal fire for when my buddy got there to pick me up, because it was pitch black. It was late in the afternoon when the engine blew, so that was my first mission: get a fire going in the blizzard. And that way, when my buddy got there, as I called him, I told him what highway it was on, and on the north side of the highway, I got a campfire going, so it's a signal fire, so you can find me. So that was quite the adventure. Got two Triumphs, a 1600 Triumph Thunderbolt Cruiser and a 865 American Cruiser, which I'm customizing. Oh, that's cool. Do you I got to take some time and go and scroll through some of your videos and have a look too. And do you have some footage posted of your one that you're customizing? That's cool. I yeah, I haven't been on your I didn't go look on your channel yet. I'm still working on my own channel here, trying to figure everything out and what I'm doing and organize and clean stuff up so that it's somewhat in orderly fashion. Good morning, everybody. If you're just stopped in by the live here, we're out in the garage for some. Oh, what happened? We're out in the garage here for some Saturday morning live by the 45. If you if you got a few minutes this morning, drop in and drop us a comment where you're from and where you're from and what motorcycle you ride. Yes. Right on, Andre. You're doing very well writing your comments. Obviously, um, understood. Not wrong, understood. Understand. Sorry, my friend. Yes. And also, if I'm saying something on here, um, if you're saying something on here and you don't understand, you can always drop me a comment on one of my videos, and it the translate seems to work pretty well on there. At Auto Official, nice motorcycle. Well, good morning, my friend, and welcome in. Welcome into my Saturday morning. We're just doing some Saturday morning live out by the 45. It's if you're familiar with the old flatheads or not, it's she's a 1943 45-inch flathead. So hunt for Andrew, bro. That's all wrong. Okay. I'm not sure what you mean or what's all wrong, but it's she's a 1943 45-inch flathead. Not sure if you're familiar with the old Harley Davidson military bikes. Harley Davidson built the 45-inch flathead WLAs for the American military. And then the ones they built for Canada, they serial numbered them WLC. So that's what mine is, a 1943 45-inch WLC flathead. I found it as a basket case, just bare frame and boxes of parts. And so when I put it together, I put bought a brand new 6 overstock length Springer front end on it. And then I don't know if you've been on my channel or not and seen my other. I got a 1953 panhead chopper. That same thing I built out of a basket case of parts, and I tend to build. I love these straight up handlebars. So my 1943, my 1953 panhead, and my 1982 shovelhead. They've all got vertical straight up handlebars. They're awesome fun. Awesome fun stuff. Um, who we got here? Rage quit. Bear MC. Are you fixing this? Good morning, my friend. Welcome in. Thank you. Rage. Yeah, Rage. Saying hi. I'm struggling to see the comments. They're so small. But I'm not sure if you were on my channel. This is the one I was rear-ended on the highway in New Mexico, and so yeah, the you got the frame all straightened out. It's yeah, she's road ready. Outdoor Alchemy. Does it have an oil pump? Yes, it does have an oil pump, my friend. Uh, Unfortunately, just hang on here. I'm gonna go back to answer this fella with the oil pump. Yes, so these old 45s, they've got 2 oil pumps on them. A little flashlight. That's the one oil pump. So this is oil tank on this side. If you're familiar with the 45s, and this side over here is gas tank, and then this is oil tank. So that's what all the feed lines coming off the back of the tank, and then that's the oil pump. That's the oil supply pump for oil in the engine, And then down underneath, oh, get the camera zoomed down underneath. That's the scavenge pump to suck the oil back up and pump it back up into the tank. So yeah, two oil pumps, one down below, one underneath, and then the one up here on the side. So yeah, she's got an oil pump times two, my friend. I'll step back, look at it. How about yourself? What do you ride for a motorcycle? Rage Quit Bear, I just subbed. Oh, welcome to my channel, my friend. All my videos are just kind of the same as this live, raw and real as it is, my friend. As you scroll through there, if you're interested in my collection of old bikes, I've created uh, playlists. I started this YouTube channel before I knew what I was doing on YouTube, so a lot of my videos are just a mess. And I I've started creating a playlist for each motorcycle that I have, and in there organizing some of the my videos sort of in road trip organized somewhat. Anyways, start at the top and they kind of go in series of the road trip. Outdoor alchemy. Oh damn! Saw that. Glad you were still riding. Unfortunately, um, to channel. That is so cool. Outdoor Alchemy says, that is so cool. Thank you kindly, my friend. Anatoly, welcome in. Everybody, welcome in this morning. We're just doing some morning live by the 45. I ride a SSR 140 dirt pit bike. Also rode a Kawasaki KLR 650. That's awesome, my friends. Drop a comment. Where are you from, too? I love, I love, I love this YouTube and the connection of you click a button and 3 seconds I'm in contact with people from all over the world. It's amazing. And Colorado, beautiful, beautiful state to ride. I was in Colorado just before I got hit and rear-ended on the highway in 2024. Rode up to Silverton with the old 45. Awesome road trip. That is until I got rear-ended by a distracted driver, of course. But so I just figured out I just recently started doing these live streams because July 18th, 2024. That's when I got rear-ended on the highway, and they actually posted a video that the video. There's not much that goes on. It's whatever. It's just under 2 minutes long, but it's at the accident scene. Somebody that stopped by to assist at the accident. I gave them my phone and they turned the video on and they walked back down the highway, not saying anything, back to where the beginning of the skid marks start on the pavement. And then he walked pacing the yards back to where I'm laying. And when he gets back to me, he says 88 yards from point of impact to where you are. So it's yeah, it kind of, like I said, the video don't look like much, but when you watch it, it's holy moly. And so July 18th, 2024, dislocated my shoulder. My shoulder come out of the socket out the front. And so after after the emergency room doctor put my shoulder back in place, and then afterwards, I went to orthopedic surgeon, and there was a whole bunch of small little tears all over in my shoulder. An orthopedic surgeon, he said, there's nothing big enough to warrant doing surgery on anything. Just physical therapy, and it'll heal up and get better on its own. Well, after doing physical therapy for over a year and a half, twice a week, every week, is my progressively, and I'm time after time, I'm telling the physical therapy department and seeing multiple physical therapists, you're hurting my shoulder. It feels like you're making it worse. And they, no, we got to keep mobility. We can't lose mobility in it. And it's, oh, okay, well, finally it's getting worse and worse to where that's about as high as I lift my arm. And so I go back to an orthopedic surgeon again, and he said, oh, so he sent me for new MRIs, and now all this big muscle in the front of my shoulder that comes out here, I got it completely tore off the bone. So if you've been on here and have heard me say when you're out on your motorcycle, you got to go ride some miles for cactus too, because I haven't, I never rode at all last summer, and I'm still not riding again this summer, and I'm not gonna be riding because I'm going in for surgery in June, and a surgeon tells me that you're you're gonna wake up in a sling, and you'll be in the sling for 7 to 9 months, and then you got to start physical therapy from ground zero again. So I got a long road of recovery, and so here we are. We're out live beside the 45, doing some live stream to keep my smile of our motorcycle life and meet all of you guys and share our motorcycle passion and stories together. I love it. It's pretty amazing how with YouTube, a simple click of a button, and in 3 seconds you can connect with people from around the globe. It's amazing. That's why yeah, thank you, my friend. It's not a pleasant experience, and all due to a distracted driver. Um, it's horrible. I mean, we all see it, of the amount of people that they all got their cell phone in their hand. They're looking at their cell phone. They're paying more attention to their cell phone than they are looking out the windshield. Wheels Through Time outdoor alchemy. Wheels Through Time is raffling a couple of nice old hogs. Oh yeah, I think I haven't. Whatever, I've seen an advertisement of that somewhere. Um, I think they raffle a bike every year. Uh, the video scared the crap out of me. Yes, nasty experience to go through, my friend. And I'm assuming you're talking about that crash scene video. And oh, out of that, I've got lots of footage, but they're pretty graphic, nasty. So, just gonna flip the camera back around again. I uh, I ended up in the hospital. This is my knee. This one here was kind of just a scuff, but this one here and this in here was a pretty deep puncture wound, and I somewhere between, I don't know whether it was the off the pavement or out of the off ambulance or the emergency room or the hotel room after the fact, but I ended up with an infection in here, and oh my god, this leg there was a few days this leg was this big around right into my foot, and I ended up in the hospital for 11 days, uh, hooked up to 24 hours a day, 3 different kinds of antibiotics. And so that was, yeah, that wasn't a fun experience. I've got lots of video footage of it, but most of it's pretty graphic. And I don't want to, I'm not sure what YouTube is like about that. Whatever. I don't want to I don't want it to be too graphic to post on uh, around the global community, if you know what I'm talking about. But that's why the dislocated shoulder and the nasty knee injury when that happened. So I think this saved my life. My old bike, the way I got it built. Turn the camera around here so that I make sure that I'm showing you make sure you're seeing what I'm trying to show you. So on my sissy bar on here, my straps here, this is where I pack my sleeping bag in here, and then my clothes bag on top, and then that all becomes my backrest. So I pretty much got a full backrest right to my right to my shoulders. So when that pickup hit me, my whole torso took the impact of there's a pickup doing 80-mile-an-hour, and so my whole torso, my sweetheart, my sweetheart had to help me get up off the couch, the kitchen chair, out of bed for the first 3 months. My torso was so bruised, and oh, I'm amazed I'm not crushed into a bowl of jelly from that. Uh, yeah, outdoor, that's for darn sure. That whole shoulder thing sure sucks. It certainly does. Um, Not only the pain of it, but the pain of I can't ride my motorcycle. Never rode. Well, I haven't rode since um, July 18th, 24. And there's not going to be no motorcycle riding this year either. Yeah, absolutely. The biggest threat is the cagers on the phones. That's certainly right. I love your really spoken great. Thank you kindly, my friend Andre from Germany. Uh, Nice to your girlfriend. Yes, thank you kindly, sir. All best Western mock writer. So super respect. Thank you. Thank you kindly, my friend from Andre from Germany. What part of Germany do you live in? I'm going to. I want to get a. I want to get a big world map and post on the wall of doing this live, and put a pin. Everybody that signs in, when you tell me where you're from, we're going to get up and we're going to put a pin in the map in your hometown. I just thought that'd be awesome, fun stuff. It amazes me, YouTube, how, like I said, click of a button, and in 3 seconds, we're connected to people around the globe. It's amazing. Uh, Rager, have to go. See you later. Maybe. I don't know. Awesome, my friend. Thanks for dropping in for some morning coffee live beside the 45. Have an awesome day, my friend, and ride safe and ride a few miles for Cactus, my friend. Have a great day, and thanks for stopping by. Outdoor Hudson, yeah, a 37 and a 46. That's you have? You have old are knuckleheads, or are they flathead? Wow, that's really cool. Has Canada got strict regulations on motorcycle modifications make? Uh, Not really. Nothing that I never get harassed with. I mean, you've been on my channel, you see what I ride, and no, I've never been harassed by anybody, but the not really that I know of, or none that I've been harassed for, anyways. South Osmoto. How about you there in Australia? Do they give you guys lots of grief there? Yeah, for a while I wondered if you died. LOL. No, thank you kindly, my friend. No, I didn't die, but I've been I've definitely put my days of suffering and sulking and suffering. This shoulder is definitely no fun to deal with. And unfortunately, it's extremely disappointing after putting that long and that much effort in physical therapy. We progressively got worse to a point where now it requires surgery, and here I am just about 2 years later. So yeah, it's frustrating. That's why I need you when you go for a ride on your motorcycle. You gotta put some miles in for me. Uh, yeah, the tube would demonetize you. Oh, okay. So they are. That is a strict regulation. That's kind of why I haven't posted it yet. And that the one video of the crash scene. There's, I mean, it's just me laying on the pavement, and then there's nothing really too graphic on it. And so YouTube it's monetized on the YouTube, but it's very slow. So I'm assuming, I don't know how YouTube works, but I'm assuming that they regulate kind of who they send it to. Not, I don't know. Yeah, it's a miracle. The Humpty Dumpty tumbling of 88 yards down the highway. Um, Good morning. I see a couple new fellows stopped in this morning for some morning live by the 45 for some Saturday morning coffee. Welcome in. Um, Wrap rhubarb and horseradish leaves in cling film. Horseradish leaves. Is that is that an old curing method, Andre? Using rhubarb leaves and horseradish? But as this here has got to be sewed back to the bone, I got the muscle completely tore off the bone, so surgery is the only way to fix it. That, or according to my surgeon, anyway. I'm not the doctor. I'm the motorcycle man. Relaxing music. Welcome in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Oh yeah, that's getting up into some beautiful Ozark mountain country. Are you a motorcycle man too? Go ride the pig trail. I tell everybody, if you're ever in the Arkansas neck of the woods, go ride the pig trail. How far from the pig trail do you live? I've rode it before. That's why I know it's an amazing, beautiful road. Outdoor, been on two wheels since 1984, Wyoming and Arizona mostly. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Beautiful. Some motorcycle miles in our whole continent. Our whole continent of North America is amazing, beautiful to ride. I've ridden Alaska to Newfoundland to San Diego to Key West. So I've got quite a few miles of motorcycle traveling over the years. Um, a blue dot in a red state. Oh, that's where you live? Relaxing music, a blue dot in a red state. Oh, Andres, I'm from Baden, Karl Schruel in there. I'm sorry if I mispronounce your names, my friend, but we sure enjoy you being in and joining in a small town Dorf. Cool. It's our friend from Germany. Brad Pitless. When's your shoulder surgery? Middle of June. Middle of June coming in and coming up. So whatever, 3 weeks, I guess. And yeah, surgeon tells me that I'm gonna wake up in a sling, and I'm gonna be in a sling for 7 to 9 months. So I'm not really looking forward to it, but I'm looking forward to it getting fixed. It's just that it's the unfortunate part. It's just about 2 years after the fact is the hard part. Outdoor alchemy. Damn, you played the price. I plan on riding the sporty today. Put in a few miles today for you. Yes. Thank you, my friend. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's what I love about this YouTube, and all you guys, everybody is so positive, supportive, and the healing prayers. And you're sharing that with me of when you're out there on the road on your motorcycle, make a few miles for me. I love it. Uh, you know what stops motorcycle crashes? Don't ride one. Problem solved. I suppose that probably would. I don't know. I don't. it, if you don't ride a motorcycle, I guess you do. Relaxing music. If you ride a motorcycle, you'd better have a swivel on, because we don't care if you're on a motorcycle or not, and I'm not looking out for you. You better be looking out for cars. Fix the language. Oh, well, that's I'm not here for looking for anything like that. When a distracted driver's not looking, is more concerned about looking at their phone than the steering wheel. It's gonna hurt someday when you run into a big tree that don't move, like some poor old motorcycle, right? So I'd suggest, if you're driving, you be looking out of the windshield, because it's gonna hurt someday if you're not paying attention. So you better be looking out for cars. Oh, absolutely, always do. But when they come up behind you, I don't have eyes in the back of my head. So yeah, yeah, you're welcome to it, my friend. Yeah, outdoor 2 years. Ouch is right. Yeah, July 18th. This be 2 years since the distracted driver. Somebody more concerned about looking at their telephone than out the over top of the steering wheel, out the windshield. Uh, sorry, sorry for not so good writing. No problem, my friend. We like I said, if there's something specific that you want to ask me on one of my videos, write me a comment, because the translate on my end, the translates functions well for the most part. 99.9% of it, the translate on the replying to the comments works well. So if there's something specific that you want to that you, because you're from Germany and don't your English riding. It's no worries. We love it that you drop in and come and share some morning live by the 45 with us. We love it. Even the folks that don't ride motorcycles and just drive a car. We love everybody's support and happy healing prayers. I will take you up Sinks Canyon. It's beautiful. Well, that sounds awesome. Sinks Canyon. I've never heard that one before. Is that uh, whereabouts is Sinks Canyon? Darn. I got to bring I need a piece of paper and a pencil out here so I can scribble down names because I love looking on a map of when people mention their favorite roads to ride. I love scribbling that down, and then eventually I get to be bring it up to be, wow, this is a favorite road. Go ride it. That's like I tell everybody. I mean, I've traveled corner to corner in North America, and so the roads is amazing. And yeah, so Sinks Canyon, and I've never heard of that. I'll have to when I get off the live here. I'll uh, I'll have to look that up on the map and see where it is. And hey, good morning. There's our friend, the Bacon Chad. Welcome in, my friend. We're uh, we're doing some more live by the 45, my friend. Having some Saturday morning coffee. Good to see you up and at it this morning, my friend. And you're always welcome. He always puts a smile on my face to see you in and say good morning. Or this morning when you said hello, cactus. Good morning, my friend. Good to see you. Uh, if you don't ride, you don't understand. Yeah, no kidding. The That's for sure. Some people they'll never know what freedom in the wind really means about. Distracted bikers looking for excuses for being irresponsible on the road. Yeah, okay. Relaxing music. What is there a specific point that you're trying to get across here that distracted drivers, people that are how many people do you see on the road that are hanging on to their phone and they're looking at their phone instead of the eyes above the steering wheel? Pay attention. That's all I'm saying. I don't see too many distracted bikers looking for excuses for being irresponsible on the road. I don't see too many bikers that are hanging on to their phone like you do in a car. So that's all good. Just pay attention. Be aware. Relaxing music. Turn your relaxing music off and you put your phone down and drive your car. Hang on to the steering wheel and eyes above the steering wheel and look down the highway where you're going so you don't run yourself into a cement wall someday. Because it may wake you up or it may put you to sleep. I hope I hope it if on the day that it does happen to you, I hope it wakes you up but doesn't put you to sleep. My first motorcycle, Andre's my first motorcycle is a Hercules 26. I'm not familiar with that motorcycle. I'll have to Google search that up. Six Cannon, Colorado. I don't understand that one. Oh, Sinks Canyon, Outdoor Alchemy. Sinks Canyon is just above Lander, Wyoming. The Papago River disappears in a cave and appears a half a mile downstream through the mountain. Wow. Sinks Canyon, Lander. Where in the heck is Lander? I know I've been by and I know I've been by Lander or been I know I've seen the sign Lander. That's really cool. Talking about the Wyoming. How about what's the name? Wind Canyon. Wind Canyon, just south of Thermopolis. That's a beautiful, amazing ride up the mountaintop, up into the wide open of Wyoming country. Darn it, I need my pencil out here. So that's another name that I got to write on. I don't have a pencil with me. Hang on. We're gonna go for a walk. We're gonna grab a pencil and a piece of paper so that I can uh, scribble down some names of some names so that I when I get done this live, I love, especially since I'm banged up and hurt here, that I go on the map and I can look up the map and find your town where you live, and and these awesome, beautiful, famous roads that we all motorcycle people love to ride and share amongst the community. So, and that's what I'm gonna do too. I'm, I'm gonna order a big wall map that I can hang on the wall, and then everybody from around the globe, I can stand up, and when you tell me where your town is, I can pin you on the map. All right, Lander, Wyoming, and Sinks Canyon. Cool. I love it. Sharing, sharing our motorcycle passion of freedom in the wind, of traveling all over the continent and sharing beautiful roads. I was actually, if you're up in Wyoming there, have you ever rode the Lolo Pass? Lolo Pass, just south of Missoula, Montana. At Lolo Pass, at the it's heading west on it. There's a sign that says windy, curvy road for 99 miles. Amazing, beautiful. It's a 45, 50 mile an hour meandering along the river. Just nice, beautiful. They're not super sharp, but it's a whatever. For the most part of the roads posted 45, 50 mile an hour. It's just amazing, amazing road. It heads west, goes over to Lewiston, Idaho. If you're ever up in that neck of the woods, folks, it's a go ride it road. I think I'm getting behind on the comments here, my friends. Bear with me. I scroll back and see where we're at. Oh yeah, okay, here we are, Sinks Canyon. Um, the Bacon Chad official. I used to have a Yamaha TR 110 dirt bike, but I sold it. Oh yeah. But one thing about it though, the Bacon Chad, you can always get another one, right? You can always buy another motorcycle. So uh yeah, central Wyoming. Beautiful, beautiful country through Lander. Is that north of Cheyenne? I'm trying to think on the map. I know I've seen the sign somewhere. Is that north of Cheyenne? You get me puzzled, but I got it wrote down anyway, so I can look at it when whoops, tip the phone. I got it wrote down so I can when I get done with the live here, I can Google map it and find where you're at. Um, yeah, Central Wyoming. You were 60 miles from Sinks Canyon. Yeah, there you go. Thermopolis would help that shoulder feel better. Yeah, that Wind Canyon. That's another road. Uh, Anybody on here joining in or morning live? If you ever get uh through Wyoming, south of Thermopolis, little town out there in the harsh, hard country of Wyoming, of just south of Thermopolis is a road that winds up through the canyon. It's called Wind Canyon. Beautiful. Uh, Thermopolis would help that shoulder feel better. They got yeah, they got hot pools there. I didn't know I didn't know that, or mineral soap pools. Friday Mike, welcome in. Welcome to this morning live by the 45 Friday Mike. Mike Friday, Strawberry Point, Iowa. Best of luck on your upcoming surgery. Always enjoy your content. I'll ride for you today. Well, thank you kindly for the well wishes, Mike. And yeah, thanks for the comment and on if watching my videos are nothing too refined or anything, but it's all just me and my motorcycle. And well, my channel, it looks like it does because I built my YouTube around not knowing what YouTube was or what I was doing, and so whatever. I love it. And yeah, thank you kindly on the upcoming surgery. It's no fun to deal with, but that's awesome. I love it. Get out there and make some miles through the beautiful countryside, and make a mile for me too. I love it. And I love it that you stopped in this morning for a little morning coffee live by the 45. Or nope to Lolo, being over to Togate Pass, up to Jackson Hole. Okay, yeah, just whatever. If you sometime you get over that way, like I said, it goes from Lolo, Montana to Lewiston, Idaho. It's it's another beautiful motorcycle ride if you got the time and you're out that direction. It's a beautiful road to go ride. Uh, Dirt bike riders end up being great street riders. Oh yeah, absolutely. Lots of them off-road skills. Off-road skills are awesome. I'm right up on the Wind River Reservation. Oh, that's cool. So yeah, so that means are you just south of the Wind River Canyon that I was mentioning? Uh, Friday, Mike, whatever happened to your pan? They well the engine is finally built. The last time I talked to my engine builder, he had the heads torqued on. So you run into some major hurdles and issues along the way with doing it, and so got to uh, got to the point where he was assembling the heads, putting the rocker blocks on, and when he went to torque them on, pulled threads out of the head. So of course pull them apart and start all over again, and fix fix those. And then the last time that I spoke to him or texted him, He he had the heads torqued on, and he was just waiting for a gear in the cam chest, and then the engine was done and assembled. So, but now unfortunately with this shoulder, I'm not doing any riding, so it's going to sit for another year, unfortunately. But yeah, we're getting there slowly. And actually, same thing with my shovel head. My shovel head. If you probably, if you've been on my channel watching, I blew my shovel head on on the way home from Texas in 23. And so my friend Hillbilly, he's gone through and did a complete uh, rebuild on the shovel head. He's got it done, so the engine's back in the frame. He's not done yet, but I told him, I said, "Well, you got the bike all apart. Pull the transmission out and go through it too if it needs seals or bearings or whatever. While you're in there, go through and do it." So, but anyway, yeah, he's making progress on it. But now the motorcycles are going to beat me to beat me back to being ready with having to go for surgery on this shoulder. So it's a long, slow, painful process. Um, Tropical, all in mine, all of me. Welcome in, my friend. Hi from down under Australia. Well, welcome to some uh coming to you live by the 45 from it's 6:30 a.m. in Arizona time. So, welcome to Australia. What part of Australia are you from, and what kind of motorcycle do you ride, my friend? Welcome in for some old school. Here, I'll flip the camera around. I'm not sure if you've been on my channel or not. We're out doing some morning live by the 45. This all looks scraggly back here, but those are my straps for tying my gear on. At got a remote mount auxiliary 3 gallons of gas on the back. It's all plumbed and hosed in. My custom built sissy bars or sissy bar, custom built ape hangers. Sissy bars back there. That's custom built too. Um, actually, if if you've been on my channel and seen video footage, here's some close up. I built the sissy bar. These are old farm machinery levers that I mounted the ratchet on there. So I built my sissy bar that's all adjustable. Because when I pack my gear on here, well, I have a full backrest. And so I come up with the idea to make my sissy bar adjustable, and it works awesome. And I'll walk you on the other side here, but this is my 1943 WLC 45-inch flathead, a foot clutch, 3-speed transmission, tank shift. Just walk you around the other side. So this little motorcycle, I found it as it was bare frame, stripped down boxes of parts. And when I put it together, I just wanted to turn it into make it kind of my own looking little chopper. And so I got this habit of building these straight up handlebars and doing my own thing with my old motorcycles. So when I built it, I bought this is a brand new 6 over stock length Springer front end I put on it. And then, yeah, here's the little flathead motor. This is an awesome, cool little motor and motorcycle. I love it. A 3-speed transmission in it, kickstart only. Yeah, it's it's an awesome, fun little motorcycle. I love it. What kind of motorcycle do you all ride? Drop us a comment there and let us know What kind of motorcycle you riding? Outdoor Alchemy. Yep, south of Wind River Canyon. So, in other words, you're towards Sholo, right? Or yeah, is that right? Little dot in the map, central Wyoming, Sholo. If I remember right, it's been quite a few years since I've been through there, but I remember the road well. Um, the Bacon Chad official cactus. I was riding with my friend. He got his bike impounded. Oh, what happened? What happened? He got impounded. What was he doing, Bacon Chad? We- or did you outrun him? Is that what you were doing? Well, I hope he gets his motorcycle out so that you guys can get back out there and get riding some more miles. Outdoor Alchemy. How many cc's is that? 45 flathead. That's exactly it. That's why they're 45 inch, 45 cubic inch. That's how big the engine is. Hey, oh boy, the bacon Jed. He was running away, but his chain popped. Oh, then he couldn't. Then he's stuck, right? Oh yeah. But you and you managed to outrun him, did you? Well, uh, out of the boys will never grow up. The boys out having fun with their old motorcycles, just like we are right now, having fun with our old motorcycles. Although I'm not riding Bacon Chad, but when 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 you and your buddy are out there, make sure you ride some miles and think of cactus. With my shoulder and I can't ride. I'm counting on you to make some miles for me there, Bacon Chad. I love it, my friend. Same with everybody on here. When you're out riding your motorcycle, because I'm going in for surgery to get this fixed, I'm counting on I'm counting on everybody that drops in here to this live to y'all to help keep a smile on my face and keep my world in the motorcycle life. I absolutely love it, and I love everybody's passion for their motorcycle. And the to me, it doesn't matter the brand of our motorcycle, or the wind doesn't care about the name on the tank, right? So flip M7H, barbershop needed. Good luck on your surgery. Oh, you're going to get a haircut today? Awesome. Good for you, my friend. The wind cuts my hair, has for many years. But if you're going to the barbershop, have fun. For the most part, from when I used to go to a barber when I was a kid, he was always a friendly guy and loved to visit. So I no longer go to the barbershop to visit anymore. I visit with motorcycle people. Welcome into some live by the 45. Well, welcome in. No, you need a haircut, sir. uh, I don't think anybody, well, there's maybe one other person said I need a haircut, but uh, it grows there. It's supposed to grow there. If it wasn't supposed to be there, no, no haircut needed. No barbershop needed. I just need, I just need some wind, because right here in the middle, it usually parts and blows back this way. And but being there, we go. Get it to stay there. Some days it gets a little unruly. I need a little more wind, and it keeps it fairly well groomed. I haven't been riding for a while, so it maybe gets a little out of control. is the 40 outdoor alchemy. Yes. Is the 45 a hardtail? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely it is. It's I'll flip the camera around, show you some close up of it. There's a little flashlight here. So there, down under the bottom, there's the fitting, or the plate underneath the transmission comes out of there, and then there's the one tube that goes to the back of the goes back. Hang on, I gotta move a little bit. Move a little out of the way. Lift the saddlebag up. There you go. There's the frame, the axle plate. So yeah, she's a rigid frame. And if you're wondering about this little valve on there, that's for my auxiliary mount gas tank. I got an auxiliary mounted gas tank hanging on the back of my adjustable sissy bar. So this is 3 gallons of gas. 3 gallons of gas on there, and there's a fitting off the bottom side of the tank here, and then the gas line runs down under there, and then comes here. Here's the hose here, and runs into this. So that back auxiliary tank, I got that's its shut off valve, and I got the hose running along here, runs over, and it tees into the main line, and then there's the line that goes to the teed in just below the main petcock. So that's when I'm out on the highway traveling, I always run that back tank empty first, and when that one runs empty, then I close this little valve and then open and run onto the main tank. So that this tank back here, that's 3 gallons, and then the this tank here, that's 3.5 gallons. So I got 6.5 gallons of gas for traveling. Uh, hang on, where is that flathead hardtail? Okay, that's the one I just got to. I'm just trying to keep up and keep replying to everybody's comments here, my friends. On his feet, bacon Chad on his feet. Yeah. uh, tropic time. I'm I'm from Werby, western suburb of Victoria. I'm just listening. I watch your channel in my six. I'm in my 60s. My ex years ago had a heritage softail when they came out, but he didn't take me on rides. Too old now. Well, welcome, my friend. Welcome into my channel here. I just recently started doing some lives here because I'm banged up and I can't ride my motorcycle from getting rear-ended. I got booked in for surgery in June to get my shoulder fixed. I got this main big muscle in the front of my shoulder. I got it all detached, tore off of the bone. So I'm booked in for surgery and not doing any motorcycle miles. So we're out just having some Saturday morning coffee live beside the 45. So welcome into my channel and join in for some conversation. Um, who else we got? Our friend from Germany, Andre. Thank you. Love American freedom, peace, and AV black smoke and diesel truck. Yes, absolutely, my friend. Freedom is an amazing thing, and that's one thing in North America. The freedom that I wish for everybody around the world to share the freedom and what freedom means. Uh, all time good for ride for your allies. Good for I can't understand the last line of your but thanks for thank you kindly, Andre, for dropping in. I love it. I love it. The global motorcycle community. Uh, Bacon Chad. My friend still tried to run away on his feet, but instead of he got pushed down on the ground. Oh, being bad boys, were you? Outdoor alchemy, coolest old biker ever. Well, thank you, my friend. I just, like I said, I'm just me and my old motorcycles and sharing my passion for them. This is who I am, and being real on here. If you're joining in here and you're watching and listening to me, this is who I really am. That's in all of my videos, like I've said before, whether you've heard me or not, all my videos that I've posted, I posted all my. I started my YouTube channel uh, when I didn't know what YouTube was about. I didn't know the difference between a long and a short, and there's still lots of it I don't understand. That I am who I am. I love motorcycles, and I'm just sharing my passion for them. And I hope I hope that my channel. I hope it inspires you to ride your motorcycle and enjoy the freedom in the wind of with everybody around the world. It's my passion. Old motorcycle. Well, not just old motorcycles, but any kind of motorcycle, whatever motorcycle you ride that puts a smile on your face. To me, that's what it's all about. So I love it. I love it that you guys come and join in just for some motorcycle chit chat and enjoying, loving motorcycle life. That's why, well, I'm being banged up, this live stream, and you guys coming to join in with me for, you drop in for a morning coffee or evening refreshment beverage. I love it because it keeps a smile on my face because I know you're here. There's a pretty good chance you're here because you're into motorcycle life too. So I love the sharing motorcycle life. To me is what it's all about. So I really appreciate everybody dropping in here and conversing with me, and it keeps a smile on my face of while I can't ride, at least I know you guys are out there sharing with me, right? So I love it, my friends. Yum, morning coffee. uh, and I started out watching all of your old Kickstart vids. Yeah, they're just a bunch of short clips of kicking the old bikes. As there's uh, there's getting to be fewer and fewer of them around, and so do um, to me it puts a smile on my face every day of getting on an old motorcycle and going on a cross country road trip. It just like to ride a 1943 45-inch flathead from Saskatchewan to California. You'll never wipe the smile off my face. Um, That was one of the most amazing road trips ever. Ugh, excuse me, I got the morning coffee hiccups. I think it's because my cup's empty. I need to go make another cup of coffee. Um, yeah, all my Kickstart videos are most of them are shorts. And actually, if you've been on my channel, if you're interested, I've my channel was such a mess because I didn't know what I was doing when I started my YouTube channel. I've slowly, as I've learned, I started building playlists of um, as per motorcycle. So I've got individual playlists, and I've started going in there and somewhat organizing my video footage in there. Of if you're interested, scroll through some of the playlists and um, just for some road trip footage and whatever. All the just me footage. Some of it's build video footage. Like there's a bunch of video footage from how I figured out and built the mount for this sissy bar that I made in the fire by hand, and then how I uh, made all the mount for that adjustable sissy bar. And the bacon Chad by Cactus. Have to go. See you. Cheers, my friend. Have an awesome day. If you're out going riding your motorcycle, ride a mile for Cactus. Cheers, my friend. Um, Kickstart vids. Who welcome into this morning's live side angels. Welcome. Thought this was Rick Rubin for a second. Nope. It's Cactus, my friend. I'm not familiar with. Explain. Tell us who Rick Rubin is. I'm not familiar with him. Don't know the name. Uh, Welcome into our Saturday morning live. Saturday morning live beside the 45. Pretty sweet, cool old motorcycle. I love it, anyways. Side Angels. That was you. Sorry, I just read that one. I'm just trying to keep up with the comments. Uh, Tropical Lime. Welcome in, my friend. What was the best ride you've been on? Oh my gosh. 500 miles, 500,000 miles of them. This, so I've rode Alaska to Newfoundland to San Diego to Key West, Freedom, and our amazing continent of North America is just, it's unbelievable. The countryside from corner to corner is absolutely amazing because there's such a huge variety of geography through the mountains. I mean, the mountains on the west side of our continent, and the mountains on the east side of the continent. They're two totally different mountain ranges, and the beauty and the amazement of our central plains of the continent are amazing, beautiful. Just I can't nail down and pick one specific ride that is a favorite. There's Our continent is so amazing that we could sit down by a campfire, and pretty much anybody that lives on the continent of North America, I've probably been close to, other than away across the north along the Arctic Ocean. But other than that, I've probably been within 200 miles of where every person in North America lives. I've just, I've motorcycle traveled of no map and no plan, of just freedom in the wind. So I can't, it's hard for me to nail down one specific ride. every year riding is my favorite. um, Outdoor alchemy. I miss my Kickstarters. Yes, I bet you do, my friend. What were you riding? It was a Kickstarter. But one thing you can always go find another one and uh, start again. Okay, Bacon Chad. Cheers, my young fella. Cheers for have an awesome day and ride a mile for me, Bacon Chad. Uh, Had a 81 Yamaha 650 special with a kicker. Love kickstarting. That's awesome, my friend. Like I said, you can always find another one when the opportunity comes along. You can always get another one. Yeah. Yeah, I tire making videos for a while. Hey, I have a short video of the sporting going up the Sinks Canyon if you get bored. Okay, cool. I'll I bought a Softail in August and I've rode every week, but 3 this winter. We never really got much snow this winter. Oh wow, that's awesome. Especially up in because that's fairly high elevation country where you are there in Wyoming, and to get not get any snow and be able to ride all year round, that's awesome, my friend. I love it. Yes. Take care, Bacon, and have an awesome ride today. Are you going riding today there outdoor? Maybe I'll win a 1945 through time. Heck yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Win a what are I haven't paid any attention to it this year. What are they raffling off? I think last year they raffled off a knucklehead. Is that what are they raffling a knucklehead again this year? I haven't paid any attention to it this year, what they're raffling or haven't seen the ad, whichever. Not sure. First winter in 60 years that I could ride all winter. Yeah, I will ride today. Wow, that's really awesome that you can ride all winter long. Of course, I'm from Saskatchewan, so riding in the winter in Saskatchewan is out of the question. when it's when it's negative 35 and the wind's blowing, I'm in the house and I'm sticking nose prints on the windows, looking outside to see if the snow's melting. So yeah, there's no motorcycle riding in the wintertime up there, unfortunately. But oh, my Saturday morning coffee's empty. I oh I was just gonna say it looks like there's some new folks dropped in here this morning. I was just gonna welcome you, say welcome into the Saturday morning live. Uh, okay, well, I gotta go get me another coffee. So, if you want to come with, come with me and bear with me. I gotta go in the house and I'm gonna make me another coffee here. I love this motorcycle. I love this motorcycle passion that you all share with me here. So, just I gotta get. I gotta make me another coffee, and then we'll go back out and have some more morning live by the 45 time. And so when like I said, outdoor, when if you get the opportunity to go for a couple day road trip there, go up there and ride that Lolo Pass. It's amazing, beautiful, um, amazing, beautiful ride. Uh, have you seen Bike Rida's channel? She rides in Norway in the ice and snow. I think I Bike Rida. Think I've seen the I think I've seen the channel, but no, I haven't watched any of it. But yeah, I riding in the snow. I've rode in the snow too. I'm not sure if you saw that video where I got caught in a snowstorm on my way home from Texas on my old shovelhead. It it went well until the engine blew up. So um, it is what it is when you're out making some motorcycle miles and you blow the engine up. It is what it is. So um, what you said she rides in the snow and yeah, yeah. Like I said, I've rode in the snow too, but it's whatever it. I've spent a lifetime career working outside all year round. So being outside in the cold, yeah, uh, it's it's not a novelty to me anymore. Like I've spent nearly 40 years working outside in the cold, so it's riding in the cold. Yeah, of course I've rode in the cold weather lots being in Canada and pushed the motorcycle season to the bitter end of where you're in the snow. But is it is it an enticing thing to do? Not for me. Excuse me, not for me because I've spent a lifetime working out in it. So sun sunshiny, warm motorcycle riding is much more enticing to me, in my opinion. But everybody, that's why we live free and have the choice to ride ride the kind of motorcycle that we ride, whether it's a dirt bike or in the dirt bike or on the road or on the race bike, right? That's that's why we live free and we want to be free, stay free. So same thing with me. Uh, whatever I rode, yeah, I ride the cold lots, but am I enticed to ride in the cold? Not really. I tried a snowmobile too, but I'm done with the snow and the cold. um, uh, where are we? Rida has a hardtail shovel. Oh yeah, right on. Cool. Yeah, my shovel. It's an original swing arm frame on it. So it's my my old flathead. It's an original hardtail frame, and then my '53 panhead. That's an original wishbone frame. My '63. It's an original swing arm frame. Um, where are we? I will ride the Lolo. Gonna do Yellowstone for sure. Yes, absolutely, my friend. It's some beautiful riding. Beautiful riding. And when where are we at? Canada and snow go hand in hand. Yeah. Yeah, it certainly does. Usually it comes in October and October, depending on the year, of course. But yeah, there's been years, middle of October, there's a foot of snow or a couple feet of snow. That doesn't happen as often anymore, but It certainly can, by October, be definitely into the cold, nasty, freezing temperatures. Um, Outdoor, I respect everyone on a bike. We are a special breed, absolutely. Absolutely we are, and that's what I love about it, and sharing the passion with just like you and your motorcycle riding passion, and that's what I love about this YouTube. Like it, it just it amazes me how you can click a button and within 3 seconds you're in communication with people from, like this morning, from Australia, from Germany. Um, the other day I was on here, and altogether at the same time we had people South Australia, Northern Italy, Holland, uh, up on the west coast of Canada, the east coast of Canada. We were all on here together at the same time. It's so cool how the click of a button and our motorcycle passion brings us all together. To me, it's because we all got a common interest of, and it, to me, it puts a happiness right here, happiness in our heart and soul, and having the opportunity to meet all of you guys and join in for this Saturday morning. Well, I just recently started doing these lives, and it's amazing how we all get together and share the same passion. Here, as I say that, welcome in Paul C. Hi, mate, from Sydney, Australia. How awesome is that? Right? Here I am. I'm in Arizona. Here's our friend Outdoor. He's up in Wyoming. And the click of a button, we're visiting, well, we're having morning coffee. You're probably having your late evening uh, cold beverage after your day. That's awesome, Paul. Welcome into. We're doing. I'm not sure if you've been on my channel or if you've just stepped into the live here. We're doing some live beside the 45 Saturday morning coffee motorcycle garage visiting time. I love it that you joined in, Paul, from Sydney, Australia. What kind of motorcycle do you ride, Paul? Or are you a motorcycle man? Drop another comment, and thanks for joining in, and welcome to Australia. I love it, my friend. Uh, Outdoor. I would like a 1965 HD. 1965 HD. That's the last year of the Panhead, right? Beautiful. Beautiful old motorcycle. I've got a 1963 FLH. Not sure if there's actually there's a playlist of, I don't have much video footage of it, but there's a couple videos on in a playlist of 1965 FLH. That's the one that I own. It's a pretty nice bike. Um, Harleys can you make Harleys can make you feel nostalgic, like riding through time. Even the new ones look old school. I definitely like a real bike without ABS and CPU to nanny me. Yeah, morning, Paul. There we go. Yeah, our friend from Sydney, Australia, joining in for some morning live motorcycle chit chat. Um, Absolutely, I love this. I love the old bikes with points and condensers and plugs and wires and no electronics in them. And so pack your tools and some points and plugs and be prepared to do some tinkering time. Uh, Laughing at you being out in the garage. I hang out with my Harley in the shed. We share the same passion, my friend. That's what I love about this. I absolutely love it. And how, like I said, with the click of a button, and in 3 seconds you're connected up to live, and here we are. You, you're up in Wyoming, and we got Paul that just joined us from Sydney, Australia. Um, Andres was in here this morning from Germany. The Paul, just for if you're still connected on us or with us here for our morning live, and if you're new, just joining in here, we're just a little motorcycle Saturday morning coffee shop talk with our coming to you live with our 1943-45, doing some coffee live with our 45. If you just signed into the live here, welcome in this morning. We're just visiting, talking motorcycle stories. So if you just signed in here and joined in, welcome in. And yeah, I love it. Being Outdoor Academy, he's in here. We've been conversing back and forth, talking motorcycle. He he's got the same passion. He goes and hangs out in the shed with his Harley motorcycle, and here I am. I'm sitting out visiting with all of you guys. So because you guys are signed on here, I think you guys got the addiction and the habit just as bad as me. So I'm not alone. At least I know that. uh, Without laughing at you for being the old bikes you can at least work on. Yeah, that's right. If the new ones break down, you have to call for a tow. Yeah, that's right. With with all these old ones, there's a good chance that if you got a set of points and plugs and wires, you can tinker around with them and get them running because oh, I don't know if you're familiar with the it's going to flip you back around again on this old 45. The carburetor doesn't even have jets. They're a fixed jet in them for the military guys, from what I know, that was so the military guys couldn't monkey with them when they back in the times of the war times. So it's I can get the light glare out of there. It's an M88, little old brass linker carburetor. Yeah, pretty fun, cool stuff. There you go. Morning morning coffee with a 80-plus-year-old carburetor. And I just noticed, well, it's been sitting here for a long time because I'm banged up with this dislocated shoulder. Looks like I must have a little bit of gas seepage. Yeah, yeah. That's old motorcycle life. Dripping, leaking a little bit of gas. Uh, Paul. Okay, so it's just past midnight here in Sydney on Sunday morning. Just came out of the shed trying to fix an earth problem with my right front indicator. I have a 1996 Heritage Softail Nostalgia. Sweet. Well, that's awesome, Paul. Welcome, welcome to. I'm glad you're here to come and join us for some morning live motorcycle chit chat. I love it, my friend. And you're tinkering around with tinkering around with your motorcycle. I Paul, when you sent, hang on, go back into the comment here. Okay, so it's just past midnight. So you're midnight Sunday morning. It's Saturday morning. What time is it? It's 20 after 7 a.m. Arizona time. So yeah, you're on the other side of the planet, but that's awesome, my friend. I'm glad I'm glad you stopped in this morning to for some morning live by the 45. And we're morning live for having some Saturday morning coffee. Yes, sir. It's an Evo. Sweet, awesome. Yes, 96 Heritage outdoor. He's an awesome motorcycle man. Uh, he's got the motorcycle habit too. Can you kick it over? The 96 Heritage. Was there a kicker on that nostalgia model? I don't know if there was a kicker on them. Some of them some of the Evos come out with a kicker on them, but if not, there's definitely a kicker kit you can put on them. That Paul, that Evo, that's a pretty awesome running engine, isn't it? And a beautiful old Softail. I love it, my friend. I love it. Are you Sunday morning? So are you going for some motorcycle riding this morning or today, Sunday, wherever wherever the clock gets you to where you're daylight, and go put some motorcycle miles on and make a couple miles for Cactus too, if you would, and it helps keep me a smile on my face. With suffering my way through this dislocated shoulder and can't be on my motorcycle. Um, outdoor. Oh, that was for me. Can you fire up the 45 today? So it it sumps really bad. It sumps really, really bad. And it doesn't take very long and it sumps full of oil. And so because my shoulder's all smashed up and I can't ride and I can't ride it and it sumps really bad. And so see, I got drip pans underneath of it because the oil's constantly, continuously dripping out of it. That it gets to a point where the cases are right full of oil. So before I start it, I got to get down. I got to get down underneath of it and pull a plug out of the cases, where it's down in underneath. Right, where is it? Right there. That little plug there. I got to get down underneath there and drain the cases out. And before I start it, but because his shoulders, I can't ride. It doesn't. It doesn't bother if I'm riding it, whatever, every week. It doesn't matter. But because his shoulders buggered up, I haven't been riding for July 18th. 24 was the last time I rode. So whatever I if I drain it out and then I start it today, whatever, unless whatever, I can't handle it to stand it up with this dislocated shoulder. I got no strength in it with that muscle tore off. But other than that, absolutely, I would start it for you, but just with it something so bad all the time and I can't ride it, it's frustrating. But since I started doing this live stream, because I've had a few other people ask me, can you start it? Can you start it? Oh, maybe maybe doing this live stream. Um, uh, Maybe I should just make it a habit of starting it, but that just builds the frustration though, that I start it and it sits here idling, but I can't write it. So it's trust me, it's frustrating, my friend. And yeah, thank you kindly. It is a shame, and the real frustrating part of it is it's been so long. I've tried so hard. I did physical therapy religiously for over twice a week, every week for a year and a half, just to get to the point where I've torn my shoulder apart worse than it was before. Well, tore the muscle completely apart from what it was when it right after the accident. So yeah, the frustration is not fun dealing with, but having all of you support on here certainly helps keeps a smile on my face, even though I can't ride my motorcycle. I know that you are going to ride your motorcycle today, and Paul from Sydney, Australia, you guys are going for a motorcycle ride today and make a mile for me too. And cheers to Cactus and Outdoor and Paul from Wyoming and Sydney, Australia. And anybody else, I see a couple new people just dropped into the live here. If you're just new dropping in here, welcome in for some Saturday morning live beside the 45. Just motorcycle chit chat and have fun. Keep a smile on with our old motorcycles. As soon as I get that damn indicator fixed in the morning, I should be going for a run. It's only going to be about 25 here tomorrow, so it should be nice and cool. No kick starting on my nostalgia. Well, that's awesome. Are you just getting into winter season there in Australia or in Sydney? What is through your winter season? What's your weather like? 25 degrees. That's pretty ideal. Nice riding temperature. Um, yeah, I love it. Almighty Kermit. Uh, Welcome in, my friend. Welcome in for some morning live by the 45. We're just chatting having some Saturday morning coffee. Welcome in. And no, actually, I'm not wearing my wife's glasses. I'm wearing my glasses. they're a, they're from the dollar store. They're a buck and a half a pair, and I usually buy pink or purple or the brightest colors that I can get. That hopefully I see them before I step on them. That's why I started from the dollar store. They're a buck and a half a pair, and when you break the arm off or you step on them, they're uh, they're cheap to replace. And so that's why the purple and the pink. I tried the black ones, but black ones are wireframes, but they're a little harder to see until you hear them crunch under your boot. That way you know you found them. uh, Almighty Kermit. Thank you kindly. Nice bike. Here, I'll flip the camera around, and so I I found this as a basket case. All this stuff hanging here. These are my leather straps for packing my tent and sleeping bag and my clothes bag on behind me for traveling on the sissy bar. on the back of the sissy bar. I got a 3 gallons auxiliary gas tank that's plumbed in with a hose. Yeah, she's a 1943 45-inch flathead rocker style foot clutch, if you're familiar with them or not. And 3-speed transmission with the shifter gate on the tank. The yeah, pretty awesome, cool little motorcycle. And I found her as a complete stripped apart bare frame basket case. And when I put it together, I bought a brand new 6 overstock length Springer front end just to give her b- make her into my little chopper. So yeah, it's an awesome, cool little motorcycle. Little 45-inch engine in it, flathead, 1943 WLC, Canadian military motorcycle. Kickstart only. The 3-speed transmission in it. Yeah, it's I love it. And then of course some custom straight up handlebars. That's my tent on there. I always pack the tent with me when I'm going on the cross country road trips. Unfortunately, right now I'm not riding. I'm not sure if you've been through my channel. I got rear-ended on the highway by a distracted driver. Somebody more important driving their telephone than their eyes above the steering wheel. So I ended up, I don't know if you've been on my channel or not, but the amount of frame damage on it, and I just posted a video a week ago of the accident scene. There's not much activity in the on that video, but it really hits home the realization of what it is. A distracted driver hit me doing 80 miles an hour, and I ended up 88-yard tumble down the highway and dislocated my shoulder. And so I'm booked in for surgery to go and get all this muscle out here and reattached back onto my arm. So I'm currently not riding my motorcycle. But so thank you kindly, Almighty Kermit, for the nice bike. What kind of motorcycle do you ride? And we're Freedom XJ8WW. Welcome into our morning live for some morning coffee beside the 45, my friend. And hello and shout out to the beautiful Shenandoah Valley. Shenandoah Valley. I've rode through there. I remember what year it was, 2012, 14, somewhere around there, if I remember right. 12, 13, 14. I rode through the Shenandoah. Amazing, beautiful. Another beautiful part of the North American Appalachia Mountains. Amazing, beautiful scenery. Uh, yeah, freedom. What do you ride for a motorcycle, my friend? Almighty Kermit. Uh, Perfect. Out drinking some morning coffee too. Me too. Cheers, my friend. Saturday morning, live by the 45, having coffee. Visiting with our most famous, awesome motorcycle people. Thanks, Almighty Kermit, for joining in our live. What kind of motorcycle do you ride? Um, yeah, I was about to say it's easier to notice them in the morning. Absolutely, my friend. Freedom, 88 degrees in Virginia. Nice. Beautiful motor. Are you going for a motorcycle ride this beautiful Saturday morning? If so, what kind of motorcycle do you ride? Drop a comment in here. Share your motorcycle. Almighty Kermit. I had a 1970 Kawasaki KE 100. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. Your motorcycle got stolen. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible that that garbage goes on outdoor. How fast does the 45 like to run on the highway? It runs really nice at, it likes at 50, 55 miles an hour, something like that. Well, it's 3-speed transmission. And yeah, the 50, 55 miles an hour is where she runs real happy, right around that speed. Of course, unless you're going up hills, because the 45, I don't know what, 18 horsepower. So a little slower up the hills, but that's all right. Tell me where you're going and I'll catch up to you. When I get there, I'll be there. I love it, my friend. Um, what, so your Kawasaki, Almighty Kermit, your Kawasaki got stolen. Sorry to hear that, my friend. What are you, uh, do you, have you currently got another uh, new motorcycle or another motorcycle that you're riding now? Or are you still shopping? Um, yeah, Almighty Kermit, people definitely need not have a cell phone while driving. Absolutely. The distracted driving is disgusting. Yeah. Um, Outdoor 50 to 60 miles an hour is a sweet spot for biking. Just a pleasant speed. I agree with you. I've I've done the I've done the 100 miles an hour riding. Rode from El Paso, Texas to South Padre Island with a bunch of friends. Oh, I can't remember what year, maybe 2010, somewhere back there. I met a bunch of guys from up in Washington State. I was on a around the loop USA tour, and I stopped in El Paso, Texas, to get a quart of oil. And I come out, and here's this bunch of friends from Washington. My old buddy Raffy. He was standing around with my buddy Raffy. I I just met him that morning, and instantly become friends. And he invited me to tag along. Uh, they were heading. They were out on a road trip heading to South Padre Island, so they invited me along from El Paso, Texas, all the way across Texas at 100 miles an hour. And yeah, I've done lots of that riding too, but like you said, that 50, 60 miles an hour is very pleasant. Gives you time to view the or beautiful scenery of the continent. Excuse me. Um, yeah, no kidding. I notice two or three on cell phones every day. It's a horrible thing. So many people is more concerned about driving the telephone than they are the steering wheel, and their eyes over the uh, looking out the windshield. Horrible thing. Um, Billy Watt, good morning, my friend. 80 in Delaware today. Ready to get out in the wind. Absolutely, my friend. Which way are you going? Are you, when you're out there, put a few miles on for me today? You thanks for stopping in this morning and for a little morning coffee. Uh, get out there and enjoy the wind and make a couple miles for me. This well, I'm still doing this, waiting for surgery here coming up in June. Get this shoulder sewed back together. Almighty Kermit, we need to carry a carton of eggs just for the cell phones. There you go. Wing an egg at the windshield and see if that wakes them up. Yeah, it's a horrible thing. Horrible thing. That's why here I am. Uh, July 18th, 2024. Still not riding my motorcycle, and they my surgeon tells me that after surgery I'm going to wake up in a sling and they'll be in a sling for 7 to 9 months and then start physical therapy all over again. So I got a long ways to go of recovery time uh, yet. Um, where are we at here? I'm just trying to keep up to scrolling up the comments to reply to try and keep up to replying to everybody. You really get in touch with yourself at 100 miles an hour, yeah. No kidding, you do. Especially well, every circumstance, whether it's a pothole or crosswind. Yes, I love it, Billy. Thanks for stopping in for your morning coffee. Saturday morning, live by the 45 conversation. Where are you going for a ride today? Are you just for a local putt around home, or are you packing up and going for the weekend and head back home tomorrow? Uh, Welcome into our morning live, Tate 2346. Welcome in for some morning coffee scroll. Uh, your comment there, I don't get into any of that kind of stuff whatsoever. Strictly motorcycle conversation. That's it, my friend. Freedom in the wind. We live in a amazing, beautiful, free continent. And what part of the country do you live, Tate? Drop a comment where you live and what kind of motorcycle you ride. Um, yeah, Almighty Kermit. Like I said, I refuse to refuse to participate in any of that on social media of any sort. My social media is motorcycles, and anybody that's into motorcycles, that's what this channel's all about. You scroll through my channel, everything is motorcycles. Motorcycle and happy, positive energy sharing with everybody. If you just dropped into the live this morning, welcome in. Welcome in for some live beside the 45. Saturday morning coffee scrollers. Welcome in. Mark Chelag Cheligan. Sorry if I miss your name there, mess your name up, the pronunciation, my friend. Sorry about that. Canada, yes, that's where I'm from. From Canada. How about yourself? Where are you from? Drop us a comment where you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. Uh, Billy Wop from Delaware. Yes, sir. Not as far as you, but definitely get a couple under my belt today. I wish you well after the surgery. Thank you kindly, my friend. Yes, it's it's frustrating being a motorcycle man and being smashed up with a shoulder dislocation and waiting for surgery. and not being able to ride my motorcycle. And so that's why doing these lives and you guys being in here, coming to share your motorcycle love and passion to be a motorcycle man. That's what I consider us all as. It don't to me it's about two wheels and freedom in the wind. And I hope everybody shares the same passion that I do for their motorcycles and their motorcycle riding and traveling. I got pulled over doing 100 in Phoenix back in '84. The cop was laughing so hard. I asked, "What's so funny?" He says, "Well, you could have outrun me," he says. Yeah. Oh, there you go. You better outdoor. You better make some live at the 45 t-shirts. Hey, there's a fun idea. I never thought of that. That's a great idea, outdoor. Some live, some live with the 45. Some cactus time. I love it, my friend. I uh, I I have the feeling that you have the same passion for your motorcycle as I do mine. I always feel like a kid on his first bike when I ride. Absolutely. That's that's absolutely the passion that I have for my passion and love gives me happiness in my heart and soul and puts a smile on my face every day. And being on here doing this and meeting you guys is unforgettable. The memories of the passion that we all share. I want to be alive at 45. I am now 33. Almighty Kermit, well, heck yeah, you better make it past there. Set a goal that you're going to be still kickstarting your motorcycle when you're on your 100th birthday and go from there. Uh, Welcome in to some Saturday morning live beside the 45. Uh, Go fast racing. Welcome into the lives this morning, my friend. It's awesome to see you. Cheers. Good to see you, Cactus. Thank you, my friend. Go fast racing. Drop us a comment. Where are you from and what kind of motorcycle do you ride? I'm assuming that you're a racetrack guy by your handle on here. Go fast racing. I love it. What kind of motorcycle do you ride, and um, what kind of riding do you do? Are you a racetrack guy? Uh, Brad Pitbull. Good morning, brother. Good morning. Good to see you. We're just having some Saturday morning live by the 45 again, having our Saturday morning motorcycle converse. You were in here yesterday, so you know all about my dislocated shoulder. So I hope you're um, I hope you're going for a motorcycle ride and put some miles on for me today. Um, Go fast racing. Oh, hang on here. I missed one. Do you go live every Saturday? Actually, I just I didn't even know about this live. The other I think this is my sixth or whatever. This is my fifth or sixth live that I've done. I come out the other couple nights ago. Just I was going to take some close up photos of my old flathead, and I touched whatever I fat fingered something on the phone, and this my live screen opened up, and it's like, hey, what's this? So I clicked on it. That was my first live. And so I've been, because I'm all banged up and can't ride, I went on this live, and well, the amount of motorcycle people that join in and share the same passion for their motorcycles. I've been coming in here doing a live. My shoulders all smashed up. I can't ride. So this keeps a smile on my face of joining in the community of a simple click on a button of YouTube. And within 3 seconds, you're connected to people around the world. Um, the other night, all at the same time in the live, had a guy from Holland, a guy from Germany, Italy, South Australia. There was a guy in from South America, a guy from the west coast of Canada, a guy from Nova Scotia. We're all with the simple click of a button in 3 seconds, you're connected to motorcycle people around the world. So yeah, I've started doing a morning and evening live because it keeps a smile on my face knowing that you guys are out there. And when you go for a motorcycle ride, make a mile for Cactus too. I love it, my friends. Well, because this shoulder and the accident and tearing my shoulder apart, I can't ride. So, and I, of course, because of, well, July will be 2 years since I've been on my motorcycle and ride. I don't have any new footage to post, and so this doing these lives, it keeps me in the motorcycle world of. I am now living my motorcycle life through you guys' coming in here on the comments and keeping me in my motorcycle world. So yeah, I'm, whatever. I don't have a specific set time of when I've been doing these lives. Whatever, depending on where you are, 5, 6 in the morning. I've been coming on and doing a live, and then in the evenings, whatever, 5, 6, 7 p.m. I've been coming in and doing these lives, and I'm now living my motorcycle life through you guys and your motorcycle miles and stories you share with me, and we all share together. I love it. Um, Go fast racing. Unfortunately, it's I'm booked in for this shoulder surgery when Born Free is. So in that accident, this muscle in the front of my shoulder where it goes out, and I got it all tore off my arm. So uh, June here, I'm going in for surgery to get that all reattached. So I'm living through you guys' motorcycle miles. So, like I said, like I've been asking everybody, when you go for a motorcycle ride, whenever you do and wherever you do, share where you went and write some miles for me. Um, uh, so yeah, unfortunately, I'm not going to make it to Born Free. Brad Pitbull. I'm lazy. I got electric start. Hey, there's no problem. I own a motorcycle with electric start too. Just I have this passion for some of my old ones that I love, and their kickstarts. To me, it's not about being lazy. It's the motorcycle that it's our love and passion of our motorcycle that we own and ride. That's what it's all about to me. And I, I sincerely believe that we all share the same passion. That two wheels, freedom in the wind. Almighty Kermit, I'm from New Mexico. Welcome, New Mexico, my friend. That's where I got hurt. I don't know if you saw that video on my channel. I was on my way to the run to Raton, July of 2024, and I was just south of Wagon Mound, whatever it is, 40 miles from Raton, when I got rear-ended, milepost 379 on I-25. That's where somebody more important to be driving their telephone rather than the steering wheel. So, yeah, welcome in, Almighty Kermit. I love that Almighty Kermit from New Mexico. I'd rode down to got a good friend of mine lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Stopped down to see him, spent a couple nights, and rode a few miles putting around there, and went around the. That's a beautiful little ride around the east side of the mountain on the east side of the city of Albuquerque. Went back around up through that little two-laner up through Madrid there. Beautiful ride. And an interesting spot to stop and have lunch there in Madrid. Go Fast Racing. This is Mountain Man. I live out where the Born Free show takes place. Plenty of racing and building, lots of vintage wrenching. Oh yeah. That I love that Born Free show. There's so many, not only the invited builders there, but all the motorcycle people. We all share the same passion, and it's so fun. And since I've discovered this live, it's the same thing. It's awesome. All the people that come and join in with the live here and share our motorcycle passions and our style of racing and riding our motorcycle. Go Fast Racing. What kind of motorcycles are you currently riding now? Um, New Mexico is a beautiful place. Absolutely. Or, and to be honest with you, of myself having, I've rode and traveled from Alaska to Newfoundland to San Diego to Key West. I've been corner to corner in North America. I got I got a soft tail at home that's got 290,000 miles on it, and that's all corner to corner North American, back and forth across Canada and the U.S. several times. So our the freedom and the amazing, beautiful continent that we have to live on and to travel through is absolutely amazing. Um, Brad Pitbull, I saw your gas tank contraption. That's cool. Yeah, what uh, what Brad's talking about here, I'll flip the phone around to anybody that if you haven't seen it, or if you, I got lots of videos and photos on my channel. I'll just do a live show you the the way I mounted my auxiliary gas tank. So this is a three gallon gas tank that I got mounted on the back here, and so it's mounted here. It's hanging by this 2-inch leather strap, which is pretty strong stuff. That it's not going to ever have any problem holding 3 gallons of gas. And so it's a vertical mount gas tank. And if you look down underneath, the gas fitting that the hose hooks up to, I punched a hole that's big enough that the gas fitting can go through it. So there's no way that the tank can slip out of there. And then it's got a couple straps around it that holds it in place. And so the reason that I have it mounted like that, because on this old flathead. All these leather straps here. This is from all my tent and sleep bag and my clothes bag pack in there, and that becomes my backrest. And so when I built this old bike and put it all together, of on my other motorcycles and the miles of traveling I've done, I've always thought, how can I make my backrest so that it's adjustable, so that I can adjust the backrest throughout the day riding? And I come up with this idea a few years ago. And so these here, they're levers off an old piece of farm machinery. And I thought, there we go. There's how to build, make my sissy bar adjustable. And so with these levers off this old farm machinery, squish this handle here. And when you squeeze that handle, it pulls that rod up and it functions that gear up there. And then you can adjust it back and forth. It works awesome. So the piece inside of it that I've done there's a video on this piece in here that's mounted to the frame so that I could mount all of this mechanism to. I made this piece in here. There's a video on my channel. I made that by hand on a wood fire at home one day, and yeah, it's uh, it's a pretty simple piece once I figured it out, but it took me a little head scratching to figure out how to get this all mounted, and it works. Of course, it's hard to see everything with my saddlebags and all the leather and stuff on there, but there's if you're interested, there's uh, click on my channel. There's I've my my whole YouTube channel's kind of a mess, but I've started organizing and I've built playlists as per motorcycle. So if you go in the playlist on 1943 Flathead playlist, there's several videos in there that I've posted of how I made that sissy bar mount and oh, I get sidetracked here. We're on the gas tank. Uh, Brad Pitbull. So the turn the camera back around here so you can see. So the gas hose, I got it, and then it just runs in along behind the saddlebag, and then I get tied on the frame here, and I got a shutoff valve for it right here to turn that auxiliary tank off, and then the hose runs along, and I got it teed in right here, and then down into the carb, and up here tees together to the main petcock. So the when I stop and gas up, fill both tanks, I always run the back tank empty because it's higher in elevation with the gravity feed. So I always I keep this one closed, and I open this valve to the auxiliary tank, and I run it dry first. That's 3 gallons. Once I run out of gas, close that one, and then open it up and run onto the main tank. So yeah, gives me 6.5 gallons of gas. I can run quite a few miles before I got to stop for gas. So yeah, that's kind of my I love it. My contraption. It's my crazy ideas. That's kind of like these my contraption of handlebars and my straight up vertical handlebars. If you if you've been on my channel and seen the old rusty 1953 panhead, both this my 43 flathead and 53 panhead, both of them I found and bought them as complete bare frame basket cases, and I just uh when I started putting the 53 together, that's the first one I put together. And when I started putting it together, come up with this idea. I'm going to build my own set of handlebars to one of a kind, and that's where the straight up handlebars come from, and they're uh, they're actually they're amazingly comfortable because when you think about it, flip you back around when you it's a natural hand position. When you lift your hand up, that's a natural position with your thumb up. When you lift your hand up and you go like that, your whole forearm twists, right? So it becomes a natural position with them straight up bars. And of course, uh, of course they look odd because nobody does it. But it's to me, it's like everything else that you learn, everything new that you learn the first few times, it's awkward or whatever. But once you do it a few times, it just becomes natural function. And yeah, it, they're really easy to handle. And I love it. Who else we got? I build up old Canyon cruisers too. Bikes to get up to Cook's Corner and back and down to the beach too. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, my friend. What so you live out there, Southern California, I assume? Cook's Corner, that's yeah, the couple times that I have been to out to the Born Free California show. Uh, my buddy Cosmic Joe, Cosmic Metal Art, he sets a booth up there. He's a creative metal artist. Does some amazing work. Say hi to him if you're out at Born Free. He sets up a booth out there. Um, talking about Born Free. Have you been to the Born Free Chopper Show out in East Texas? That's turning in. That's an awesome show too, and well, because I'm banged up and can't ride, I've missed the last 2 years of it. But it's an awesome show. They got a great big. They got lots of room there, so you can pack your tent and sleeping bag. They got a campground there. They got cabins that you can rent. Although I imagine the cabins book up pretty early in the season or the season before. I'm not sure, but they that's getting to be a pretty big show, and it's awesome. It's awesome. You get the chance, everybody, go and partake in the Born Free shows. There's one in California. California is June, and Texas is in um, October. Sorry about that. I think um, Brad Pitbull. Yes, YouTube is super cool that way. Absolutely, it is. It's so awesome, amazing how, like I said, you click on this live, and within 3 seconds, you can be connected to people all over the globe. And I love it. I love it because it's a shared motorcycle passion. In my opinion, we all love motorcycles, and we ride our motorcycles with our love and passion. Outdoor, I will watch for your live feeds. Well, cool, my friend. Outdoor, if you're skinning out to go for a ride today, like I said, put in a couple miles for me too. Brad Pitbull, I do want to add a kickstart to it. Yeah, you can get kicker kits for the older models, more than like, or it depends on your exhaust. You probably there's a good chance that you put a kicker kit on it, you might have to change your exhaust, but that's all just motorcycle parts, right? uh, Bob Street, 7950. Welcome in, my friend. Um, Welcome into the morning live beside the 45. We're just out in the garage here, having some morning coffee with our motorcycles. Bob Street, I need help, please. Please help me. I'm not okay. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my friend. Oops. I wish you well, my friend. Who else do we got here? Who dat? Who dat? 88. uh, Welcome into our Saturday morning live beside the 45, my friend. Welcome in to join some motorcycle conversation. My cousin lives in New Mexico. I'm in Idaho. I'd let you stay with us, feed you, and let you explore. I have friends in these places from Cali, Vegas to Mountain Home, Idaho. Well, that is awesome, my friend. Idaho has got some amazing, beautiful riding countryside, high mountain passes. The um, I've told several people on here go ride the Lolo Pass out of Lolo, Montana, over to Lewiston, Idaho, and then I've been up and down the highways. What are they? 90, 93, 93, 95, 97. I can't remember the highway numbers for sure, but I've been up and down them. The one goes up through Salmon, a little town near Salmon. I forget the names of the towns, but beautiful ride up through there. And then the other highway goes through Riggins, right along the river. Beautiful, amazing motorcycle riding country. What part of Idaho do you live in? Who dat? Who dat? I love your handle there, my friend. That's awesome. So, welcome into the morning live. I started doing these morning lives because a motorcycle accident and dislocated shoulder. I'm booked in for surgery. I got the big muscle in the front of my shoulder. I got it all tore apart. It's detached from my shoulder, so I'm booked in June for surgery on my shoulder to get that all sewed back together. So when you're out riding your motorcycle, put a couple miles on for cactus. Yeah, and what part of Idaho do you live in? Billy Wap, 83. Dig it, man. Thank you kindly, Billy. I just my own creative tinkering imagination. Like I tell everybody, don't be scared. If you can imagine it, don't be scared to try it. Um, and I try it, and if it doesn't work, well, you learn something that don't work. Don't do that again. Rethink it and come up with a new plan and try again. Right? That's I'm not sure if you've been on my channel. That's just like a on my 53 panhead, the my brown leather saddlebags that I built on there. Um, I built them by hand on my kitchen table, and I love the way they turned out. It took me quite a first time ever doing any leather work like that, and so it took me quite a bit of thinking and tinkering time around before I started cutting leather. But so I posted it's not a video. All I've got still photos. I don't have any video footage from when I made them, but I stuck together a bunch of still photos and posted on my channel of kind of the build process of how I made my saddlebags, and I love the way they turned out. And so when I specifically wanted to on the front face of the saddlebags, I wanted to leave as much raw leather edge from the tannery when the hides were tanned. And so I wanted that exposed on the face so that just to give them the one of a kind look. And took lots of thinking and tinkering time. That I love the way they turned out. So yeah, don't be scared to try. Go fast. I do hope they fix up your shoulder properly. It will be good to see you back on the road again. Thank you kindly. Go fast, my friend. Yes, I'm going through the frustrations of not only I've been off work for just about 2 years, but I can't use his shoulder. So it's a long, frustrating aggravation of the not only the pain, but I'm out of my motorcycle time. So I'm counting on you guys when you're out on your motorcycles to ride a few miles for me. Um, who dat? Who dat? Haley? Yeah, this is Brad Pitt. Who dat? Haley? Idaho has the gnarliest full pipe for skateboarding in the world. Oh wow. Well, that's cool. What part of Idaho is that? I'm not a skateboard guide, but I grew up out in the country and gravel roads, so them little tiny wheels on a skateboard didn't work too well. So I don't have the talent to ride one of those or maneuver on one, I guess. At Brad Pitbull. Hang on, am I missing one here? Go fast racing. Cactus has got to be one of the most pleasant and inviting guys on a bike I've ever met. Aha! Thank you kindly, my friend. It's motorcycles have uh, have been in my heart and soul since I was my first motorcycle memory when I was as early as I can remember. I don't know how old I was, if I was 3 or 4 or 5 years old. The first motorcycle I seen was a neighbor of mine, and he still got it today, a 1942 WLC. Mine's a 43. And so yeah, it's been motorcycles have had a happy spot in my heart and soul since I was a little boy. And then finding this one, I found this one as a basket case, and it has put a happy spot in my heart and soul and a smile on my face every day since the day that I think it was November 2020 when I bought it. And immediately, I'm not a mechanic to do engine work, but I hire all my engine and transmission build work all done, and I'm by no means a mechanic. That I'm the first one to ask for help, but the tinkering around on the highway, I, there's nothing more exciting and puts a bigger smile on my face than going on a cross country road trip on an 80-year-old motorcycle. I've only done the one trip from Saskatchewan to California on my 1943, and then unfortunately I got distracted driver run into. But if you've been on my channel and seen my 1953 panhead, that same thing, it was a basket case that I built into my chopper, and I've been back and forth. I've been to the Born Free show in California on it, and I've been to the Born Free show in Texas on it. I've been in Tennessee. I've been back and forth across the one summer 2019. I rode 3 trips from Canada down to Colorado and back, and so yeah, just some old school motorcycle miles. Put a smile on my face. And doing this, being on here doing this live. I wish I could see all of you guys' faces while I'm doing this live instead of just talking to you, scrolling through uh, try and keep up to replying to everybody's, giving you a shout out and replying to everybody's comments and sharing my motorcycle stories and I love hearing all of you guys' motorcycles, what you ride, where you're from, and your motorcycle adventures too. Yeah, yeah. Thank, thank you, Brad Pitbull. His bike is a MacGyver masterpiece. Yeah, it's just the creative screw loose. That's how I that's how I that's how I come up with this my crazy straight up handlebars. I love them. And I on my 53 panhead. That's the first one that's what where I started with the straight up vertical handlebars, and then well this adjustable sissy bar. It's yeah, that's definitely some MacGyver repurpose and refunction some old rusty. I uh I took them off of an old piece of farm machinery that was sitting out in a farmer's field. I don't probably been sitting there for I had no idea. I'd probably been sitting in that same spot for 60 years, 80 years. I'm not sure what the last time it was off of an old McCormick Deering binder, farm machinery. I seen those, and the cool thing, if there was there was a set of four of them, they were all mounted right together for function on this machine piece of machinery, and there's when it was still together. I I have a picture. There's a picture on one of the videos posted of the build process and the thought process of how I was going to mount the things. It it turns out it's pretty simple. If you scroll through a couple of them videos and watch, you can see it's a fairly simple mount that I come up with. It took me some head scratching to how to do it. So a little bit of MacGyver in there, but it it worked out pretty awesome. Um, where are we at? MacGyver, Go Fast Racing. His ingenuity is beyond most. Oh, thank you kindly, my friend. It's I tell everybody well, it's maybe a screw loose, but and whatever. The it's fun to do something different, do one of a kind. Um, that's like uh, these straight up handlebars. I've got them on my 43 flathead, on my 53 panhead, and then on my 82 shovelhead. I built straight up handlebars on it too, and they're on the 53 panhead. Those handlebars are made out of half by half solid square bar, and then on the 43 and the shovelhead, they're well, here, I'll turn the camera around and show you what I did on these. I uh, I I made these handlebars. I got them finished at 2 a.m. and put on the bike and the throttle mounted the morning that I was leaving, heading to California. And so on my 43, I took a regular set of handlebars. They were actually they were like a handlebars off a stock fat boy style of handlebar. I just took them and I cut them off here, and then this piece of the handlebar, they were a piece of or both sides are off of a set of chubby bars. It's just an easy way because it's a slip-on fitting. I was because I built them at 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even worry about finishing the welds. I welded them up and I Instead of cleaning them up, I'll throw a bandana on there. That way I got a grease rag for my greasy fingers when I need. And it was just an easy way. It's an easy way to, you just got a slip on fitting. So the one bar slides inside of here for strength. And then you got to fill it well positioned to glue them on there. And then, yeah, so just an old set of chubby birds that were somebody had an accident with, and they were bent, and they were going in the scrap bin anyway. So I repurposed them, and they on my old shovel head, I did the same thing, but they're on the shovel head. I started out they were 16-inch ape hangers, so uh, they're they're made the same as these, but they're a different shape. And whatever there's video footage of there's video footage. I was on my way to with my old shovel head from Saskatchewan. I was on my way to Nashville, Tennessee, and I stopped in at if you ever through Kansas City, stop in at Bears Highway Classics. I've stopped in there a couple different times, road trips on the way through, doing whatever. I've had Bear and his daughter own the shop, and yeah, I've had a tire done there. And anyways, I was on my way to Nashville, and Bear was putting a tire on the bike for me, and a couple other. I can't remember what all he done for me. They're awesome shop. If you're ever in that neck of the woods, look up Bears Highway Classics. He's an awesome fella. Uh, Bend over backwards, do anything he can to help you out. And anyway, so he's in there. He's working on the bike, and same thing with these chubby handlebars. He had a set of they were somebody had an accident with them. They had a set of chubby bars that were all bent out of shape. And I asked Bear, I said, "Hey Bear," I said, "what are you doing with these handlebars?" He said, "Well, they're in the scrap pile, aren't they?" I said, "Can I steal the just to make it easy, same thing with the like I showed you, it's an easy way to make a fitting, just to slip one inside the other. That way it's just easier to join them up." And so while Bear was working on the bike, I got busy and pulled the handlebars off. And somewhere there's a video here on my channel of I got them laying flat on the shop floor to get them somewhat even. And that's where I built the handlebars. So I went into the shop with a set of 16-inch ape hangers, and I went out of the shop with a set of, I don't know how high they are. They're fairly high, standing straight up on my old shovel. Just more fun, creative tinkering time. And actually, on both those bikes, on my 53 panhead and 82 shovelhead, I've got remote auxiliary gas tanks mounted on them. They're mounted horizontal because they're a rigid solid mount sissy bar. This one here, like I said, I mounted it because the sissy bar is adjustable. So hanging there with the leather, it doesn't affect anything to be able to adjust that sissy bar. More more crazy, wild ideas. Uh, Outdoor. Take care, Cactus. I'm heading out to ride. Awesome, my friend. Have a great day. Have a great day and an awesome ride. And like I said, put some miles on for me today, buddy. Brad Pitbull, killer ideas. Thank you kindly, my friend. I guess that's one of oh, I'm losing my throat from talking nonstop. They That's one of the things that I guess I really enjoy about this social media is and the loading my channel is what it is of all my footage is just me and my motorcycles and my footage. I don't have a fancy camera. I do everything pretty well. All my footage is loaded
shot in the vertical, and because when I started my YouTube channel, I didn't know what I was doing. I loaded my footage, whatever I had, as it was. I didn't even know there was a difference between a short and a long. I never looked into it, and I loaded. Built my YouTube channel is what it is. So there's nothing too much polished on on any of my videos. Uh, Go fast racing. Having sat on his machine years ago and had the bars explained to me in person, it's real. Light bulb idea moment. Oh my God. Go fast racing. Who are you? You've obviously, where was it? Was that on my 53? I don't know who you are. That's awesome. Uh, yeah, the light bulb idea moment. That's awesome, my friend. Um, and I assume that was at Born Free. Was that on my 53, or was that on my old 43 here? Yeah, Born Free takes place in front of my yard. Cook's Corner is in the backyard. Wow, that is so cool. I love it. And you know what? In that Born Free show, to ride from Saskatchewan to Born Free, California, by Google Maps, I think it was about 1900 mile or 1900 and I forget. I Google mapped it one time. It was over 1900 miles from home to the Born Free show, and puts a smile on my face every day to think about that ride. When I left home, it was barely above freezing. There's a bunch of road trip video footage that I've put together, 6 parts of it in the 43 road trip playlist of the adventure on the way down there. The That was quite the adventure. The first day that I leave home, out of Saskatchewan, I get down to the U.S. border. Uh, it, it was a Sunday. It was a Sunday afternoon. One of the small border crossings, just north of Malta, Montana. I get down to the border crossing. The U.S. border's closed. I said, "What the heck?" Here, since the COVID nonsense, lots of the smaller border crossings, back and forth, are closed on the weekends. So here I am. So now I get the phone out. I'm looking on the map. How far am I to where there's a 24-hour border crossing? Well, on this, I'm traveling 50 mile an hour or 55 mile an hour. And I can't remember, it was 300 miles. I had to go either east or west to where there was another border crossing. Well, dang it. And it's raining. So from the border crossing, I turn around and I go back north, whatever it was, 30 miles to a little town there, soaking wet from riding in the rain. It was raining when I left home and wind blowing, and so I grab a room for the night. Now get up Monday morning and still raining, but I get to the border and the border's open. But I stand at the border crossing because their computer system is down and they can't scan passports. So the adventure carries on. And then finally they got their computer system up running. Away we go. We started going down the road, and pouring rain. Oh my God, it's soaking wet. And then they got down, whatever. I didn't get that far. I got down to Big Timber, Montana. Still raining. So grabbed a room again for the night. I usually camp lots. I do lots of camping, but when it's barely above freezing and you've been riding in the rain all day, to heck with it. Grab a room to at least try and get your leathers, your reindeer dried out before you go out in the rain again in the morning. So then the next morning, I head south, going over the Bozeman Pass, heading towards Island Park, going over Bozeman Pass. It's snowing. So we're into the third day of this wet and cold. Finally, I get down out of the mountains, South Island Park, and get into Idaho Falls, and finally, some sunshine and warm. And then it was beautiful ride the rest of the way, going getting all the way to California. So it's a huge relief. I'm sure you all know the exact same story of the riding temperature and the wet and the cold, and when you finally hit that warm sunshine, it's that big aha moment of warm and dry. Um, Go Fast Racing, thank you for giving me and some of the others the opportunity to do that, especially during the big event where time is constrained. Oh, absolutely, my friend. That's I am who I am, and that's why my YouTube channel is built the way that I am. I love everybody's passion for their motorcycles and share the same passion. That's cool that your Born Free is in your front yard and Cook's Corners in the backyard. That's so cool. Born Free Texas is October 15 to 18 this year. That's awesome. Or you get the opportunity. That's definitely be worth your road trip to run out there, take your camping gear and go spend a couple nights. Awesome fun time out there too. Uh, Billy Wap, I'm in the process of converting a Sportster 48 EFI tank to a carb tank. Oh, cool. Uh, Somebody else was telling me they were doing that they're removing a bunch of the electronics and going back to a carb model. Um, Much simpler function having a carb on them, especially when something goes wrong, right? So I got given a brand new Sportster 48 tank, but it's EFI, and I got carb. Lucky me. Now lowbrow sells a plate for it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that lowbrow, they have lots of aftermarket uh oddball, if you call them that, parts like that. Go Fast saying, Billy, that's pretty cool. Didn't know they made a kit. You know what, guys? That's one awesome thing about getting in and joining and doing this live like this. Of It brings a lot of us together and have some morning coffee scroll and some visit time. Just motorcycle talk. Some live beside the 45. Coffee scrolls. I love it. I love everybody joining in, and we all share the same passion for our motorcycle. Oh, hang on here. Trying to keep up with everybody's comments to reply to everybody. He's my mechanic, yeah, but they're called lowbrow customs calls. A real nice one. There's another company sells one too. It's to convert EI tanks to carb tanks. Cool. I don't know nothing about that stuff. You guys may I don't have anything that's electronic. Any of the fuel injection stuff. I don't know nothing about it. All my stuff's all carbureted, and then the old ones points and condensers. Billy, my mechanic, when he can't teach me or what I can't figure out, I try to do most of my stuff. That's awesome, my friend. That's another thing that YouTube is awesome for. There's so many creators on here that do all of that stuff, and they post videos to it's a real good learning tool for a lot of stuff, Billy. Will do. I'm ready to put a couple on today, getting ready to get going. You're absolutely right, man. That's great advice. Well, thank you kindly, Billy, and thanks for stopping in and sharing some of your motorcycle adventures and stories. And outstanding. I love it. Yeah, I love it, man. And it's always feels better when it's done yourself. Absolutely. That's like I'm the first one to admit I'm not a mechanic, and um, the first one to ask for help. I mean, it's the tinkering time with when I'm on the highway riding. If it quits, I know enough to monkey around it in the carburetor. If it's not getting gas, it's not going to run. Or if the spark points, plugs, wires, all that kind of stuff, right? So, as soon as I was able, same age around you, 3 or 4, my father, and they had me on the lawn mower engine mini bike. It's been in me for life. That's awesome, my friend. I love it, Billy. Somebody that shares the same passion as me. Same thing with Go Fast. He's in here, does the exact same thing. I always tell everybody these old motorcycles, they put the happiness in my heart and soul and the smile on my face every day. And to meet you guys with the same passion puts a smile on my face. Well, I can't be out here riding. So you guys sharing this with me, I love it. Absolutely love you spending your time in here having some morning chit chat, motorcycle coffee conversation. Make use everything you have. Hard to let good metal go to waste. Repurpose and modify all that's needed. Absolutely. And it's fun. It's fun to do that repurpose with old stuff like that. And it's, to me, it's so cool that I'll never sandblast that. Mother Nature, Mother Nature has spent 100 years, or I don't know what, maybe 140 years, 100, I don't know how many years ago that was made. But even that original old coil spring, it still has lots of spring in it. It's I just grabbed my flashlight. I can't believe both the springs, this one and the one on the other side, both of those springs, look at how pitted they are from being out in the environment for how many years and how much spring tension they still have. Oh, I'll never sandblast that. I'll never paint that. How can you how can you take away the character of Mother Nature's natural beauty and patina and the natural forged castings? And oh yeah, it's it it's so cool being able to repurpose an old thing, an old piece of iron like that back into something that puts a smile on her face, right? So absolutely awesome. All right, Billy, have an awesome ride today. Like I said, when you're out there, cheers, my friend, and put a mile on for me today. Have a good ride. You're welcome back into the live any every day. Anytime you see me in here, drop in and say hello. Um, Go fast racing. I love it, my friend. Uh, are you currently got a project on the go that you're building right now too? Or what's the next build? I have my next build. The gears are turning. I I haven't got there yet. I haven't told anybody. I haven't give anybody my secrets away yet. But I never stop thinking about them. Anyways, keeps the gears from getting rusty up here. These parts I don't mind getting rusty, but I keep these ones from getting rust on them. Right on. All right, everybody. Well, I oh my gosh, I've been on here. This has been quite a long session here this morning, but I love everybody's conversation and you being in here participating and sharing your passion. So I think I'm gonna skin out of here for now. You guys are oh, here's a couple new just come into the live. We're doing a live beside the 45 here this morning, just having some motorcycle conversation. If you just dropped in here, welcome in. Welcome into the live beside the 45. Drop us a comment where you're from and what kind of motorcycle you ride. We just we're sharing the motorcycle passion. Ben's not sure if you've been on my channel or not. And I'm all smashed up. I can't ride my motorcycle, so you guys are keeping a smile on my face by sharing your motorcycle passion with me. And yeah, just some fun stuff doing a live beside the 45. My 1943 WLC. I'm not sure if you've been on my channel and watched. I got my straight up vertical handlebars. I got them all posted on my channel if you're in interested in watching and seeing. Uh, Go fast racing, doing the finishing touches on a special big bore built coat after a full preservation before putting it back together. Wow. Thanks for sharing the morning with us. Well, thank you kindly, my friend. And you're going to keep the gears rolling of who's Go Fast Racing. If you know who I am and you've uh, you've experienced that on my old bike, uh, Bull Taco. They were made in Spain. Wow, that's cool. Uh, can I Google that? Can I Google that and to see what you're get the explanation of what you're talking about? Go fast racing, my friend. Um, if I if you catch me, I'll send you a message today to remind you who I am. Oh yes, absolutely. Please do. And okay, yes, plenty of history on Bull Taco bikes. Cool. Yeah, send me a message on there, and if by all means, if you happen to catch me in on a live here, by all means, stop in and s- let's converse some more motorcycle stories. And if I don't catch you in the meantime before surgery here, um, when you get to the Born Free show, by all means, please do stop by and say, do you know who Cosmic Metal Art? Cosmic Joe. He's an amazing metal man. He's a metal man artist. He builds all kinds of creative motorcycle sculptures out of you name it. He can dream it up and out of the scrap bin, really cool little motorcycles. He built me a little chopper and presented it to me when I rode down on my little flathead here. Presented it to me, and so cool. I love that man. Him and his sweetheart Sandra. Amazing. Oh yes, that's awesome. You know who I'm talking about. You know Cosmic Joe. Well, yeah. If I don't catch up to you in another one of these lives, when you get to the Born Free show, by all means, be sure and say hello to everybody for me. And if I don't catch you in the meantime, have an awesome ride, my friend, and uh, have an awesome Born Free. What is this? This Born Free California. Is this 17 this year? 14, whatever, 17, whichever number Born Free it is. Say hello to everybody and tell them I'd probably be there if it wasn't for this darn shoulder. So, okay, it is Born Free 17. Yeah, cool. All right. Anybody else that, if you're new, just stepped in here, drop a comment and say hi, or we'll probably back whatever either this evening for another live session or uh, tomorrow morning. Probably do another live beside the 45 for some morning coffee and motorcycle chit chat. All right. Absolutely, go fast racing. I love it, my friend, and thanks for the conversation and the smile you put on my face. And if you're out going for a motorcycle ride, go roll around a couple of curves for me, my friend. Okay, I'm gonna sign out for today. Have an awesome day, my friend, and thanks for the awesome converse throughout the live here. Okay, awesome. Have a great day, my friend. Chat later.